Guys, what's going on? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Here we are, guys. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday, right? Yeah, guys. What do we have here? Keyshawn's here. So yeah, these teachers are PDFs, facts, right? John, how you doing? He said, someone please explain the psychology. The teacher's essaying. Yeah, yep. Reza, yeah, guys. I am feeling better. Thanks, guys. Man, I didn't have a live stream last night. Yeah, I ended up going to the dentist this morning for an emergency visit, and they put some stuff in there. Yeah, guys. You know, I have really nice teeth. You know what I mean? But I have just one crown way in the back that was giving me problems. And man, oh man, no bueno, no mas. Reza, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Let me drop the link, guys. We'll do Discord members first, and then I will drop the link actually fairly early, because this is a topic that, guys, I seem to be one of the only YouTubers who talks about this. Now, guys, we have to set some ground rules. Hold on. Omni's here. Steve is here. What's up, Steve? It's good to see you.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Let me see. Kelvin's here. What's up, Kelvin? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Singletown Bachelor's here. What's up, man? Memphis, what's up, man? Brent's here. Yeah, guys, so I seem to be one of the only YouTubers that talks about this, right? And how this is a big issue. A really big issue. You know what I'm saying? Guys, let's see here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at the difference between okay, the whole narrative is that male do this, right? Hold on, dang it. Let's see. But there's more and more female teachers doing this. You know, it's like almost every day we see more and more cases of this, right? And guys, ever since the whole Mary Kay Letourneau thing, like, there's a completely different narrative that pops up when the women do it and when the men do it, right? If a man is even accused of doing this, he's cooked. You know what I'm saying? If a woman does it, they even have a different terminology. Oh, it's an inappropriate relationship. It's a woman. But with a man, they use the R word. Now, guys, let's set some ground rules. Guys, no swearing, no all caps. Code your language. So instead of the R word, use grape, like the fruit, grape. Use SA, right? You know, and guys, anyone saying, "Oh, these young boys, they're lucky," no, that's not going to be tolerated here, right? Julia, how you doing, my friend? Let's see. Now, guys, here, let's look at this case right here. Let's, I guess this counts as no. Let's look at the guys' cases first, right? You know. And guys, hit the like button on the way in. You know, that would be nice. Guys, let's try and hit 100 likes. I think the record is 37 minutes. Let's try and beat the record. So, yeah. Look at this, guys. Watch.
Grade teacher is now facing 55 charges for allegedly assaulting multiple elementary school students. How could this happen? And what exactly could he now be facing? We break down this disturbing story with Anna Sonoda, an expert on how predators target kids. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Hey, everybody, this is a law and crime legal alert. This Google
Now, do you guys see? No, guys.
2 kids.
I know. Okay, spoiler alert. This guy was found not guilty, right? I don't know why, but watch in the mug shots that they. Okay, let me make this clear, right, guys? For all you guys who don't know, I have a third channel where I react to catch a predator, right? Let me show you guys. So yeah, guys, I've had this channel for a while. There's like 268 videos, and I used to go live here a lot. So if you guys want more of my content, guys, go over here, right? Check this out. And guys, I'm gonna give you the same spiel that I give people over there. I stopped posting over here because I would get so many guideline strikes because apparently YouTube thinks that that talking bad about people who diddle kids is bullying, which is absolutely insane, right? Check out my third channel. Yeah, guys, there's a whole lot of content over here. And for those of you guys who weren't familiar to catch a predator, guys, put a 1 if you know what this is. See, did you ever watch this?
Yeah, I grew up on To Catch a Predator.
Guys, this is the greatest television ever, right? This is back in the Yahoo chat room days where these decoys pose as little kids in Yahoo chat rooms, and then these morons show up. They're like, "Hey, little girl," with beer and condoms, right? and then Chris Hansen comes out and then views him, and then right when they step outside the door, it is the most compelling television of all time because you see these guys' lives completely fall apart. Guys, Chris Hansen still does these. He doesn't call takedowns. He's still doing these to this day. Chris Hansen has done more good. He's probably saved more children from being diddled because of this work. Because parents were back in the day, guys. You gotta realize this was the Wild West of the internet, right? People didn't know that there was, dudes like, and guys, in these investigations, they caught Black, white, Hispanic, Indian, software developers, cops, an FBI agent, politicians. It's crazy, guys. You never know what a diddler is going to look like. And To Catch a Predator is the best example of this. Now, guys, there's a tight-knit group of fans of this show that actually will go and find updates on all these idiots who came into this show. Because, guys, they all went to jail, right? Went to jail, got charged. A lot of them got prison time. Because a lot of these cases were over 20 years ago. And these dunderheaded dudes are still getting into trouble. And the TCAP community is there for all of it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So, guys, go and check out my other channel over here. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to give you the spiel that I give everyone else. Guys, if it's been proven without a shadow of a doubt that you victimize anyone, men, women, or children in a SA type way, guys, they shouldn't even waste the taxpayers' dollars. They should take you out back, take care of business, right, and then charge your family for the ordinance, like what China does. You know what I'm saying, guys? These put a 1 if you agree. These people cannot be rehabilitated. They can't. And no. The wokey try and say that they're maps, that it's part of that they're the same as the LDHD TV guys. If you believe that,
you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Dragonfly is here. Smell the roses. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, guys. So guys, let's look at some cases of the men, and then we'll look at some cases of the women, and we'll look at the difference in how they're portrayed in the language that they use. Because I have news stories based on this guy, but I pulled up this here so that we can see the narrative.
Former elementary school teacher out of Anne Arundel County in Maryland, apparently been working for the public school system since 2008, teaching at Severna Park Elementary School since 2016. He has been arrested and charged with 55 crimes related to allegedly sexually assaulting multiple students between 2022 and 2024. Yeah, got another one on our hands. Another one that we're talking about here on Sidebar. Now, in the application for statement of charges that was filed with the District Court of Maryland, it states how back in March of 2024, police opened up an investigation involving Schlegel and female students at Severna Park Elementary School. He was removed from the school on March 15th, and Child Protective Services conducted at least 8 forensic interviews of elementary school students. And before we get into this, I have to warn you, trigger warning, this is incredibly disturbing. To third grader identified Schlegel, who was apparently her math teacher, and explained in her forensic interview that this was underneath her shorts.
Now, guys, so the little girls were actually testifying, saying that he was doing bad things to him, right? But guys, look at this. Here you go. Watch. Go here.
After spending.
Okay. So somehow this guy got found not guilty, and I'm not sure how.
Another emotional day in Anne Arundel County courtroom as the trial continues for a former Severna Park Elementary School teacher charged with sexually abusing his students.
Today, another child took the stand.
Eric, Chris Hansen is not scum. Guys, say anything you want about Chris Hansen. He's had his scandals, fine. But guys, think about the awareness that he's brought and how many online PDFs that he's caught. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I honestly believe, having watched TCAP since it was live on television, I don't know what he didn't pay a hotel room bill or whatever, or might have done like one crowdfunding thing. But guys, you're trying to tell me that disqualifies him for 23 years of catching and spreading awareness about catching PDFs on the internet? Guys, you have to be better than that. You know what I'm saying? So one person does like 1 or 2 things wrong. If that's the case, guys, you can't say that anything's ever done anything good because we all mess up. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. It really, really is. Until I see Chris Hansen doing, deleting someone, diddling someone or whatever, I don't think he's as bad as the people that he's caught. And the sheer number of them he's caught. The fact that like Grady Judd and all these sheriffs do Hansen style investigations and catch these dunderheads. You know? Guys, you have to think about the time when he was doing this. This is 2004, 2005, 2006. Guys, people did not know that this stuff happened. He was the only one talking about this. And he's made this his basic life's work to do this. It's absolutely insane. So,
accusing her third grade teacher of touching her inappropriately during the school day. As Fox 45's Rebecca Pryor reports, its testimony the defense argued should not have been allowed in court.
Yeah, over the last year, one accuser now says that what happened to her was actually much worse than she initially disclosed to investigators. Today, the defense arguing that inconsistency undermines her credibility. But I also spoke with a victim's advocate who says that this is common in cases like this.
This afternoon, defense attorneys representing Matthew Schlegel not speaking to testimony they attempted to suppress in court.
Could you speak at all to why you feel like
testimony, or part of her testimony shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, we can't have any comment during the trial.
Last May, the former Severna Park elementary school teacher arrested and his home searched after 8 third-grade students accused him of touching them inappropriately. Court documents claiming much of the alleged abuse occurred inside the classroom during the school day between August of 2022 and March of 2024.
Guys, I'm going to say this because I see new people. Guys, code your language, guys. Please, please, please. Instead of the R word, right? I need you to put SA. All right, guys? YouTube does not like the R word or the molestation word or any. Guys, I need you to code your language. Well, the mods will warn you a couple times. All right, guys, please, no swearing and code your language. So, and yes, guys, Chris Hansen is still doing investigations. He has his own network called Takedown, and he's still called True Blue, and he still does do predator investigations and catches a whole bunch of guys.
A year later, one child coming forward with new accusations, much more severe than she originally shared. Initially, the girl claiming Schlegel put her on his lap and caressed her inner thighs.
Now, we heard that part. Now, guys, let's get to the part to where he's okay. Now, guys, former Severna Park teacher found not guilty. Look at this.
Our other breaking story tonight, former Severna Park elementary school teacher Matthew Schlegel has been found not guilty on 18 counts related to child sex abuse after a month-long trial featuring emotional testimony from his former students.
The Anne Arundel County jury tells the judge that they're deadlocked on the 3 remaining second-degree assault.
And they're deadlocked on the other 3. Look at that.
Assault charges. Now, we heard from both the defense and the families of some former students this afternoon.
Once we had an opportunity to see the state's case. And
guys, this guy is a scumbag, right? Don't get it twisted. 55 cases, multiple victims. I mean, guys, there's no, come on, man. This many third graders are saying this. This has to be true.
Discovery, it was apparent to us that he was innocent, and the jury's confirmation of that today is really uplifting.
I wish that justice was served for her today. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but I hope in my heart that we at least have protected the girls after her.
Fox 45's Rebecca Pryor has been following this case from the start.
That's right. She takes us through the partial verdict and what lies ahead.
It's a little bit surreal.
A verdict like this is devastating.
It was a stunning turn in a month-long trial gripping Anne Arundel County. The courtroom erupting with emotion as a jury read out one not guilty verdict after another.
I wonder why, though. Is there not enough evidence, or like, I don't know.
I'd still be saying, I can't believe that this just happened.
In the case against former Severna Park elementary school teacher Matthew Schlegel, jurors acquitting him on 18 of 21 charges, remaining deadlocked on 3 counts of second-degree assault. Schlegel's supporters and attorneys breathing a sigh of relief.
It was apparent to us that he was innocent, and the jury's confirmation of that today is really uplifting for us.
While the families of his former third-grade students accusing him of sexual abuse sobbed in disbelief. Some parents even storming out of the courtroom.
Justice was not served today.
Visibly distressed, one mother and grandfather speaking out publicly for the...
But do you guys see, like, okay. Apparently there wasn't enough evidence to convict him on, right? But guys, what I'm saying is that the court of public opinion, and guys, put a 1 if you agree. I mean, I think this guy did it, right? You know, I mean, kids can lie, but there is enough to have like 55 charges. That's a lot of kids in that class. You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't all just like go on Roblox and be like, hey, let's take this guy out. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is you guys will never see this much smoke for the female teachers who do this, right, guys? And we're going to go over some cases of these female teachers doing this. And you always see their mug shots are these flattering pictures. They don't use the same language. There's not people out there protesting that they go to jail. There's these female teachers that get pregnant by these young kids. Because I know a girl in college. She was 21 and got pregnant by a 15-year-old. And not only did she not go to jail, she took this boy's family to court for child support, and this boy's father had to pay child support. Absolutely insane.
First time.
I wish that justice was served for her today. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but I hope in my heart that we at least have protected the girls after her.
It's just the system's not fair.
Throughout the trial, prosecutors arguing Schlegel used the privacy of his corner desk to inappropriately touch young girls coming up for one-on-one help with their schoolwork, while the defense called out inconsistencies in the children's testimony, as well as a lack of witnesses and physical evidence, arguing parents prompted false reports from their children.
You know, we consulted experts on this case to look at the psychology of everything, and they told us that these things can happen.
Despite the fact that these allegations were brought, they were not abused, and the jury didn't believe they were abused.
But the state sees it differently, saying the legal system demands too much of young victims.
These are difficult and challenging cases.
I don't know, guys. This is a tough one. But do you guys see how we automatically go to this guy did it?
After spending more than a year behind bars, Severna Park Elementary School teacher Matthew Schlegel will walk free. Today, an Anne Arundel County judge ordering his immediate release following a partial verdict in his high-profile child sex abuse trial.
Fox 45's Rebecca Pryor shares the flood of outrage from parents and protesters and the next steps in the case that's not over yet.
Now, guys, we're going to look at some cases of these women doing this. And guys, do you think you would ever see a sign that says we stand with our boys? Guys, yes or no in the chat. Do you guys ever think that we would see a sign that says we stand with our boys standing outside the jail when there's some dunderheaded 304 teacher who did this to a bunch of boys? Thank you, Dragonfly. Thank you, guys. Hit the like button, guys. Let's try and hit 100 likes as quickly as possible, please. I think the record is 37 minutes. So let's try and beat that, guys. Guys, thanks for being here on a Monday. Guys, I will do more topics like this. Once again, guys, just make sure to code your language and no swearing and no all caps in the chat, please. And if you guys, you have to ask if that word should be coded. That assume yes, guys. Assume yes. And by code, guys, change one of the letters around, put a number in it, you know what I'm saying, etc. You know, guys, I'll drop the link early, guys. So anyone that wants to come on up, guys, hit the StreamYard link. And guys, if you're gonna come on up, guys, we'll have a 5-person panel limit. Guys, I need you to have clear sound. Try and have some headphones, right? You know what I'm saying? And no swearing, all right?
Outside of Anne Arundel County Circuit Court,
a shock and disbelief.
A sea of pink, the color widely used to show support for survivors of sexual assault. It covers a crowd of parents and community members protesting the outcome of a month-long child sex abuse trial.
Our kids go to Severna Park Elementary School, and we are outraged, and we will not leave.
Following 3 days of deliberations, a jury finding Matthew Schlegel, a third-grade math teacher, not guilty on 18 of 21 charges, remaining deadlocked.
So he's been in jail this entire time. And Seagrip, Steven, Omni, Red Door, how many times have we seen these female teachers get out on bail? There was one chick who got out on bail, and while she was on trial, she got pregnant by the kid. So, oh man, Smell the Roses says that her son got harassed by a transformer at the school. Oh no! Oh no! There was no help. I had to get an attorney. Bluff City Nerd, your camera's on. Put your thumb up. All right, cool. Bluff City Nerd, man, how you been, man? Long time.
Hey, man. Appreciate you for having me on, AJ. You can hear me okay? I sound clear?
Yeah. Good,
Okay,
man.
good.
Yeah.
I'm
So
go ahead. My bad.
let me just so the reason why we talk about this, because I talk about this on this channel and then on my other channel too, is you guys will see like the smoke is not there for these female teachers doing this. And every other day there's a case that we see. Seriously, and a lot of them are young, they're pretty, they're married, they have kids. It's crazy. And once we're done with this, we'll get into this. But let me know, and we'll revisit this, right? Secret, Bluff City Nerd, and let me see. Smell the Roses. If you want to call in and tell your story, I'd be happy to have you up. Guys, this is my theory, and I'll reiterate this. All right. I honestly believe that we have the most youth-obsessed women ever, right? Ever. This is the first time in history where 45-year-old women are competing for all the same men as 25-year-olds. 45-year-old, 35-year-old chicks dress the same as 15-year-olds, 17-year-olds. They listen to the same music. You know what I'm saying? So these chicks, they'll be kind of uggos or mids or biggins in high school that have a glow up in college, and then they graduate from college at like 22. They get their teaching thing at 23, and they go back to college and want to have their little high school fantasy or whatever, right? So they think that, because their mindset is still of a 15, 17, 18-year-old. So there goes the football team Chad, or wrestling Tyrone, and these chicks are still thinking that they're in high school. That's the only real thing that I can think of, because Bluff City, how old are you?
33. I'll be 34.
Yes, you're old enough. Secret.
What up?
You guys remember when we were in high school? Because Bluff City, you're a millennial, right? Yeah. Our teachers were old when we were in middle school.
Yeah.
22, 23. They were married. They'd have like 3 kids already. They were old. They didn't dress like us. They didn't talk like us. I had my gym teacher and my AV teacher still had like 80s mullets back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like we listened to Tupac and Wu-Tang. They were still listening to like Stevie Wonder. But now these teachers, they all listen to Taylor Swift. They all listen to Meg Thee Stallion. They're the same mindset. So Blair, what do you think? In Bluff City, what do you think?
It just goes back to what Shahrazad Ali said in her book. Like a lot of women don't. Well, she said black women specifically, but I think this applies to most women across the board. Yep. They don't mature past the age of 14, especially after they have a baby.
True.
Well, the way I see it is once girls start realizing that they can get money, attention, and time from men based on the simple fact of how they look, or women, or now they don't got itty bitties anymore. They stop maturing. Yeah. And so, but also there's another factor to this, and you kind of alluded to this earlier. But think about over the last 2 decades, we have literally had over 24 TV shows and movies all about inappropriate relationships between students and teachers, glamorizing it. There was Gossip Girl, there was Riverdale, there was Dawson Creek. Hell, there was actually a movie on Hulu called A Teacher.
Yeah.
And so they grew up, like you said, these were the chicks that probably, couldn't get the Chad and, the captain of the football team, captain of the basketball team. And now they get to relive, because like I said, these chicks still look in the mirror and still think they that girl.
Yeah. Jack said it the best. Don't make excuse for them. Guys, we start calling a spade a spade. Guys, they're perverts. They are. There's no reason why any minor should be engaged in this activity. It's damaging to boys and girls. It's an absolute clown show. And guys, the craziest part is there's an effort. Put a 1 if you guys agree. There's an effort on the left to normalize this type of behavior, right? It might be a small part of the far left, but I actually think that it's more than people think, where they're trying to add these idiots to the Q plus part of the LDHD TV. It's absolute foolishness. You know what I'm saying? It's foolishness. And I think over here we hold men and women to the same standard. Men can be lying, cheating, horrible piece of trash, and women can be lying, cheating, horrible pieces of trash. Guys, never people go, oh well, AJ, you don't respect women. I don't respect any gender. I mean, any sex, religion, race. Guys, respect is earned. Now, common courtesy, that doesn't cost you anything. If I see Bluff City on the street, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? That doesn't cost me anything. But respect is earned. I'm not gonna say just because X person's black, just because X person's a Christian, whatever, that all of a sudden they have my respect. No. So, because this is the juror here. Hold on.
Oh, just real quick, AJ.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I've dated.
Wait. A dragonfly. It is left. The term maps, that's a left term. Guys, look at this. Maps. Definition. Maps. Hold on. Do I want to type this? Guys,
type in MAPS acronym instead.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. A C-Grip, there's one movie you forgot about that was recent about the inappropriate teacher relationship. That's My Boy with Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
Look at this. Minor attracted person. Get the fuck.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Disgusting. And guys, I wish that I'd have saved it on Twitter, but this professor was in like a Twitter space basically saying there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to recognize these types of relationships. So yeah, guys, now guys, there are perverts on both sides. Yes. What I'm saying is I only see one side actually trying to make it like an official thing. So, but as you get usually,
yeah. So, and something else, guys, these inappropriate relationships, they have long-lasting impacts on these children's lives. I've dated women who have been diddled and daddled, and I'm like, no, I'll never do it again, because it even in their late 20s, early 30s, they're still impacted by it. Yeah. And just look at the whole Mary Kay thing. I'm not gonna say her full name, and that even though this dude is grown now and the children are grown, you can still see the developmental delay that the impact this has had in his life. So yeah, you're not lucky. And and to what AJ was saying earlier, I didn't have my first hot teacher until I was in high school, and it was my Spanish teacher, and she was from Argentina. And so I went to Catholic school my whole life, so all I had was nuns, and so I didn't see my first hot teacher until I was in high school.
Yeah, and then we all know it's like, how you doing? Anyways, but yeah, guys.
Hola, mamacita, ¿cómo está?
But guys, like I'm still trying to figure out.
County this week, former Severna Park Elementary School teacher Matthew Schlegel was found not guilty of sexually assaulting several of his former third-grade students. In a story you're seeing only on Fox 45, Rebecca Pryor spoke with a member of the jury.
This is the juror.
What swayed their decision.
Well, this juror, who asked not to be named for privacy reasons, says this decision did not come easy. These 12 jurors, they were going back and forth for 19 hours in the jury room, But I'm told ultimately it all came down to a lack of evidence.
Is that
The
necessary?
very first thing that all of us said was, no matter what we do, this isn't going to go good for somebody.
In a case that divided the community and a jury.
We put a lot into it. We turned our jury room pretty much into a war room.
One juror now opening up about the 3 days of intense deliberations held behind closed doors.
We had papers all over the wall, facts of the case, of reasonable doubt, of the charges, of each victim. You know, it was completely gone through with a fine-tooth comb.
Following a month-long trial, Severna Park Elementary School teacher Matthew Schlegel found not guilty on 18 of 21 charges, alleging between 2022 and 2024, he sexually abused 5 of his third-grade students. The jury remaining deadlocked.
Do you see how she used the language that even though he was found not guilty, he did it? Did you see this, guys? Now, once again, there's nothing wrong with this, but let's have the smoke for these women, right? Some of them who got pregnant, some of them who see a lot. This has gone on quite a bit, but the difference is now there's social media, and guys, a lot of times these teachers, they message these kids on Instagram, on Snapchat. They take videos. They'll send stuff to these kids, and then get shocked when he shares it with his friends. You absolute dunderhead.
You stupid woman.
Solomon says with a $5 says give him some croutons. Yeah, man. Here you go.
No, you're not asking me. No, it's called garlic croutons. Yeah, and they're right there on the scene.
On 3 misdemeanor counts of second-degree assault.
It's not that they weren't believed. I believe that they believed that this happened to them. I believe that they think that they were touched. I just don't know if it was inappropriately touched.
This juror saying initially the panel was split in half, but in the end, there were only 2 holders.
You guys, not guilty does not mean innocent. Okay? Just letting you know. Not guilty, because remember, we're presumed innocent in the U.S. Not guilty means that the case wasn't strong enough to be convicted guilty. But just because you're not guilty doesn't mean you didn't do it.
Bounce.
The only thing that you could get out of them was we just believe that he was touched, that he touched them, or he did something. And that's where we got stuck.
On the stand, each girl testifying. Schlegel used the privacy of his corner desk to sexually...
That's sad. So, guys, now let's look at some of these. Guys, there was a Canadian site that had like a huge database of all these female teachers that have done this. I can't find it anymore. I'll have to find it. But it was a huge database of this crap. It was nuts. All right. Well, here's another one. Look at this. This is a guy.
Huerta was arrested by Orlando police.
Listen to the language.
A 27-year-old substitute teacher accused of watching porn inside a 7th grade classroom at Howard Middle School in front of those 7th graders he was supposed to be overseeing. I'm News 6's Mike Valenti, your Orlando community correspondent, and we just obtained the arrest affidavit Wednesday after Daniel Huerta was arrested by Orlando police. Detectives say that they spoke to several students who, according to this arrest affidavit, are 12 and 13 years old.
Look at that guy.
This photo in the arrest affidavit shows just how close Orlando police say Daniel Huerta was sitting to the 7th graders he was assigned to teach on October 9th.
Wood chipper, guys. That's what that's for.
Detectives claim that it was during their 7th period class that 4 students observed Huerta appear to be...
Yeah. Anyways. So he was actually doing the do with himself. Okay. But guys, look at this. Okay, so I covered her a long time ago, guys, right? So this chick here.
The trial of former DeRidder Mayor Misty Roberts continued today. Good evening, I'm Brennan Brown.
A mayor? Yeah.
KPLC's Devin Cruz joins us.
Oh, she's not a teacher. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Here, let's go. This is the one that we started last week that I said that we'd come back to, right? Watch this, guys.
Against.
Okay, I just need to know something for a minute. Why do men have to be so creepy?
You guys remember this secret? So she has the nerve. She has the balls. She has the audacity to say that us men are creepy when she's the one banging. Essaying students. What an absolute joke.
This Georgia high school teacher may have posed that question on
guys. We're at 80 likes, guys. Let's try and hit 100 likes.
Social media, but now she is facing charges for allegedly doing something beyond creepy. Danielle Weaver is under arrest for allegedly molesting a student.
Disgusting.
What more we're learning about this mom, this wife, this teacher, now an alleged predator. We're on The Case, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Once again, we are talking about a teacher accused of crossing the line with a student in a major way. A teacher, in this case, who appeared to be kind of the fun one in school. We all might have had a teacher like this growing up, the one that shows up full of energy, that makes the process of going to school and learning enjoyable and fun.
A blue raspberry fruit roll up, and I'll put strawberry ice cream in it.
Why do they put such stupid stuff on TikTok? You know, eating. Come on. What is going on, dude? What is going on?
Because attention is like a drug to them.
Yes. And guys, these chicks are demons. This is who's teaching our children. This is why we're at the lowest cognitive level for students in the history of the United States. I think my grandma or my great grandma, I think our great grandparents, most of them had an 8th grade or 9th grade education and knew more than these idiots. You know what I'm saying? Kids nowadays are just cooked. They're so cooked.
They can't even read an analog clock.
Not at all. Not at all.
Listen.
Ugh.
So this is one of several videos from Atlanta. Now, before we get
that, guys, married, had a baby, you know what I'm saying?
Into what we know about the case.
I hope that the dad gets the babies tested. You know what I'm saying?
Against Danielle Weaver. Here's what we're learning about her. Beyond reportedly being a 9th grade teacher at this public school of roughly 14
in the classroom. Look at that.
1,500 students. We also have learned that she was married.
Of course she was.
That she is a mom to 2 children. On social media, she posts pictures with her husband, and he appears to be taking action after Danielle's arrest this month. And we'll talk more about that in just a moment. And listen, it is always so shocking when you see cases like this, no matter who the person is who is accused, a person who is given a position of trust, in this case, a teacher, and trust that allegedly was violated in a major way. But then on top of it, when you see their home life and you see the fact that they were married, the fact that they have kids, you just wonder how it got allegedly to the point where
no, this chick is she's a Midwest 7, but an LA, Miami 3. She's a Vegas 3.
I give her a Colorado 5.
Yeah, I would say she's a Seattle 6. There are some pretty decent chicks in Denver, so I would give her, a Colorado 5, a Miami 3, an LA 2. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, guys. She's thin. that makes her at least a 5 in a lot of places in America, especially in the Midwest. Because, guys, we all know, if you guys have been to the Midwest or a lot of places in the South, most other places is... You guys have been to Walmarts and these rural towns with these chicks trying to waddle through the doorway.
Hey AJ, I live in Memphis, man. So
snap! It's freaking what is it?
The mecca of
National Geographic wildlife out there.
Yeah, only time I see hot chicks are at the gym. I'm not even kidding.
Oh no, dude, he's like the crocodile, huh? Hunter, oh, she's a beauty. Look at the size of that thing over there.
Something like what we're talking about happens. Here is another video from TikTok, and this shows Danielle Weaver dancing with students. And this is a post talking about how students need to be dressing appropriately when they go to school. Now, at school, Weaver, again, she appeared to be a fun teacher, someone who brought a lot of fun energy to the classroom. She's posting these TikToks. Seems like she was someone who made herself very accessible, the kind of teacher that doesn't have a massive age gap either between students compared to someone who is taught for...
Yeah, we can tell. I told you guys, this chick's like 23, 24. She met her husband early, married him probably like 19, 20, or like right out of college, right? And then started teaching at this high school. And guys, what grade does she teach? 9th grade. So here she is, right back in high school again, posted on TikTok, just like her students, doing all the same dances, listening to all the same music, you know what I'm saying? Getting the attention, quote unquote, from these. But here's the thing, guys. And I would even say that she thinks that she has some special way to get the attention because she's a teacher, and she knows that a lot of young boys have the hot for teacher thing. So she's using that to like one up, because she knows that she's not the prettiest girl in the school. She's probably not even the prettiest teacher at the school. You know what I'm saying? But now she's older, she's a teacher, so she can do this. Plus, guys, we all know chicks, they like the excitement and the danger. And then she comes home to old freaking, Poindexter Cletus, her husband, Come on, man.
Decades in the classroom. Weaver is 29 years old, and she might be the kind of teacher...
Oh, she's 29.
...that a child can relate to and trust.
Hey, y'all. So it is 6 o'clock, and I am just now getting home from work. So guess what I got? Chick-fil-A.
Why do people need to see this? Like, what is going on? Why would you put this on the internet? Why?
Weaver also loved sharing.
All I had to do was go in there and return something, minding my own.
Oh, this is her little min.
Sometimes
personal experiences on social media. Here's another one here.
Okay, I just need to know something for a minute.
Why are men so darn creepy, man? I don't know why. All I was doing was minding my own dang old business, dang old.
Why do men have to be so creepy sometimes? I am leaving.
Guys, stop. Take a second. Hit the like button, guys. I call that the 304 button because it's free, it's easy, and it deserves to get smacked.
In Burlington. All I had to do was go in there and return something, minding my own business. Okay. And then I'm walk into my car, minding my own business. And this man that was walking in just started talking to me like he knew me and asked me, what kind of vape you got?
Is that a herpy on her lip? Yuck.
I didn't have nothing in my hands. All I had was my purse strapped around me. I said, what? He said, what kind of vape you got? I ain't got no vape.
Now, let's get into the case against Danielle Weaver and what we know at this point. So details are still coming in on this. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation was called in to investigate, and they keep things very, very tight-lipped when it comes to...
This one just happened. I think that you're thinking of a different case, but I can probably find that one. There's like 2 or 3 cases that I've covered on live streams in the past where the husbands were supporting them still. She didn't do it, man. I love her, man.
Here I come to save the day.
Guys, come on. Come on. That's one of the most simp things I've ever seen in my entire life, man. Come on.
The investigation into a particular person, and in this case, it was Danielle Weaver. But they have made it public that she has been arrested and she is facing charges, including a charge of molestation of a child. So let's talk about what we know at this point. So GBI says on February 3rd, Leesburg, Georgia police were called to investigate allegations of inappropriate contact between a teacher and a juvenile student at Lee County High School. GBI says that the teacher was Danielle Weaver. They call her the subject of this investigation. So the next day, February 4th, local police then turned to GBI to come in and investigate. It is unclear what the specifics are at this point of the alleged inappropriate contact between Weaver and this student. All law enforcement is saying is that the student was under the age of 18. It is unclear if the victim was specifically one of Weaver's ninth graders, which would mean they were roughly 14 or 15 years old. Now, it wasn't until February 17th that GBI filed warrants for Weaver's arrest. And right now she is facing charges of child molestation as well as a charge, also a felony.
Someone says, look, she's 29 and she's acting like she's 14. Yeah. Someone says any teacher who's on TikTok dancing and acting like a teenager is a huge red flag. Social media has rotted people's brains. Lose your teacher that wants to be a high school girl. Again, facts. Guys, we'll cover this shit. Look, a teacher who got pregnant with student's baby locked up. Look at that. Hold on, let's go back here.
Against Danielle Weaver and what we know at this point. So details are still coming in on this.
Disgusting.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation was called in to investigate, and they keep things very, very.
Guys, here. Guys, anyone wants to call in, guys? It's StreamYard. So guys, let's look at a news story here. Guys, look at the language here, right? So we saw the where was it? We saw how they talked about, oh, that was a different one, about the men in the news. There's a news story that I have to find. And then you guys will see the difference in how they talk about it. But guys, what do you think of this whole thing? Why do you think that, do you agree that they have the same mindset as these students? Like, Kevin Samuels, he used to always say men and women cheat at the same rate as I pulled the data and statistics up. Women cheat now physically at the same rate as men, but when you add emotionally and attention, I think it's exponentially more. You know what I'm saying? But guys, Bluff, you were saying?
Yeah, I think that's
keep talking, guys. I'll be back. Just keep talking.
Yeah, I think it's pretty accurate what you said, AJ. But what I wanted to touch on was the fact that I think I know one of the real reasons why there's not as much smoke when there's a female teacher that's the one that's doing the deed with the kid versus a male teacher. They don't have as much smoke for the female teachers, in my personal opinion, because in the act of, the female who's grown and then the male student who's underage, it's still the woman being penetrated, not the
100%. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? And the other way around, it's a grown man doing that to a underage girl. So they're going to automatically look at that as worse, which is why it's always been portrayed in media and movies and TV shows that if an underage boy gets with his hot teacher, that he's lucky. And I mean, in the real world, that's not the case for 99% of the time. I mean, sure, he might enjoy it at first, but after a while, wow, was that really supposed to happen? I mean, how much do you really know about that physical intimacy at that point when you're that young? I mean, when I was that young, I didn't know jack, but y'all got it.
No, I think you nailed it. You hit it right on the head there, because it's the penetrative aspect of it, right? So like a young man gets with an older teacher he has conquered something, that's why, like, oh, you're the man, which actually makes young boys far more susceptible to being predated on, because they're not seen as the victim
they're the perfect victim.
But you guys remember that the actual criteria for SA in a lot of countries still, there has to be a penetrative aspect, which is why even by the law, like in many cases, because men cannot be considered victims of SA. But guys, a lot of women SA their husbands and boyfriends, and so it's crazy, guys. If you think about, I think Andrew Wilson brought up the numbers. If you were they actually surveyed men and then took their answers and compared it to the criteria for women, unwanted touching, guys, put a 1 if you've if you've been in like a bar, club, house party, guy is sitting there and some chick randomly sits in his lap or starts grinding up on him, that's SA. If a chick starts rubbing his shoulders, that's SA. Okay? Guys get SA'd all the time, and it's true. It's true. And here's the thing. We're so desensitized to it. But here's the thing. I think that if we were to hold these women to the same standard, I'm telling you, 70% of women would be in jail. Plus.
You know what really makes me cringe? One thing that always made me cringe is when I see older women look at, like, couples who have a son. They'd be like, "Oh, he's going to be a heartbreaker when he gets older."
I know. Oh yeah, he's going to be a heartbreaker.
God forbid if a man said that about a little girl. Oh, she's going to be fine when she gets older. They're going to be ready to stab him in the neck.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
And rightfully so. I mean, let's keep it a bean.
Yeah, but that's the thing of it. Like, if you, let's say, look at a 12-year-old boy who's the victim of a 40-year-old man, you would look at it the same way, right? But you do the lesbian thing, people don't have that same.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we've covered these teachers these female teachers that were lesbians that were victimizing little girls. Yeah. And where's the uproar? Where's the people with the signs? You know what I'm saying? There's none. There's not a lot of. Well, there's her mugshot.
Oh boy!
Disclosing that she has the right to not disclose that.
And when it comes to, I'm so blown away. I always am with any of these. I think everybody is, right? I mean, this is a woman who privately, or in her personal life, is a married mother of 2, according to media reports. She's a 5th grade teacher, and it's not like any age it's okay. If a child is under 18 or that teacher-student relationship, but the line that has been released of what she said, and it's explicit, but she ends it with FRFR, which in a much younger demographic is for real than the language that I'm sure you.
Oh, guys. Okay, let's do some news stories.
The top at 5 o'clock once again. Another local teacher in trouble, arrested after allegedly having a sexual relationship with a student. It happened at a school in Doral.
And investigators want to know if there could be more victims. Local 10's Hatsovela has the disturbing details.
I can't hear you. Your dress is too loud. Yo, what is this? What? It looks like the couch at your grandma's house when you were little. This design on this chair.
Has the disturbing details.
He needs to put the plastic on it now.
That this is a woman who had been a teacher at Smith K-8 Center here in Doral since 2005. This investigation dates back since March, and now police say they've arrested her. Another teacher in trouble, 41-year-old Hyrie Calvi, now in jail, accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a 15-year-old student at this Doral.
15 years old. Guys, 2 more likes and we're at 100 likes, guys. So stop, take a second, hit the like button. Yeah, guys.
School, John I. Smith, K-8. Doral police says the investigation started 7 months ago out of a complaint with the Department of Children and Families. At that point, we're told she was removed from the school. Police say the investigation revealed photographs and text messages on the student's phone.
And there you go, right? There you go. Chris Hansen, he was talking to this guy. Matter of fact, I actually might pull that interview up. Why this is going on more? He's saying, well, he just thinks that they're getting caught more, because they're leaving paper trails because of their cell phones. Guys, I haven't said this in a while. Guys, put a 1 if you agree that the smartphone is a woman's god and social media is their Jesus. Dead ass serious, guys. The way that these chicks are with social media used to be the equivalent of how women in the third world, women back in the day were with religion. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like the way that they're influenced by social media is the way that women used to be in the church. The way that they'll like grab their phones, or like if they drop it, they'll have to jump overboard to get it. Like they used to be willing to like sacrifice for their religion, but now they only sacrifice for their cell phones. Was it TikTok is Jesus, Snapchat is Allah, you know what I'm saying? Facebook is Zeus, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
They'll stop that phone from hitting the ground before they stop that baby from hitting the ground.
Exactly. Bluff, I've seen a B-dub. It was raining out, and she didn't have an umbrella. Yo, tell me why she put her baby up like an umbrella and ran to her car. She was using the...
I could top that, AJ. I remember I was at on a Chick-fil-A parking lot, and this one single mom, B-dub, by the way, she just set her toddler on the ground, just sat him on the ground, and then just if she went to do whatever else in her car, the toddler started walking away from her car into the middle of the parking lot and almost got hit by a car. And me and like 3 other cars were like honking our horns, like, "Yo, what are you doing?" She's like, "I'm a single mom."
Yeah,
and we all looked. Everyone on the parking lot looked at her.
Yeah. She
like,
said,
"I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch."
All you try to do is help them, right? And all you hear is,
"I hope you die, bitch. I hope you die of AIDS, ho."
That's why, guys, I don't help them. I don't. What's the point? What's the point? Lord knows you say something, she'll pull out a friggin' 9mm and shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he was talking mess, blah, 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 blah.
Has now landed her behind bars. The report says they found nude pictures of the defendant with the victim, which was later confirmed by the victim. A WhatsApp message thread where both the victim and defendant text each other, "I love you," and express the passion for their romantic relationship.
Well, it's horrible. That's, to me, that's devastating. As a parent, I feel that you cannot trust anyone.
It was crazy. It was pum loco.
On Tuesday, with her face covered, 31-year-old Brittany Lopez Murray, a second teacher, bonded out of Miami-Dade County.
Look at that.
Jail. The Hialeah teacher was arrested Monday after investigators learned she was having sex with a 14-year-old.
Where are the signs, guys? Where are the signs? Where are the protect our boys signs?
Boy, according to the arrest report, Murray, a drama teacher at Hialeah Middle School, not only engaged in
middle school. Look at that!
Sexual text messages with the teen, but also had sex with the student multiple times in her Jeep. Then there was the arrest of 36-year-old Daniel Fernandez, a teacher at Renaissance Middle Charter School. Police say he was sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl in the...
Do you guys see the difference in their mugshots? You see that? Right?
Yeah, and the language they use to describe. Yeah. They use the much harsher word to describe what he did versus what she did.
Exactly. Exactly. Hold on. Someone says women are always fighting for equality, and then wait, learn English, bro. Anyways,
6-year-old Daniel Fernandez, a teacher at Renaissance Middle Charter School. Police say he was sexually assaulting, kiss her on the lips, and
they didn't use
the assault word for him.
Yeah, but they didn't use the SA word when it comes to the women.
Fondle her over her clothing. As for the teacher here in Durham,
what a joke! Hold on, guys. We are
Langham Creek
Wait,
High School
hold up.
teacher is now accused.
The male did over the clothing fondling and they called it SA.
Yeah.
The female actually did the whole shebang.
And they called it an inappropriate relationship. Get the fuck out.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Come on. Do you guys see? Guys, once again, we all know that as a man, if you're in any type of court system in the United States, you're cooked. Criminal court, family court, divorce court, paternity court. You're cooked. As a man, you are cooked, right? Think of this.
Hey, AJ, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No.
How are these underage boys these women are getting with safer than a bear?
Oh, well, hey, well, okay. You can't do this thing where like you're applying logic to the illogical. See, I would say this, right. And Seagut has done this. Larry has done this. You know, Bluff. What sport are you really into? Or do you watch a lot?
It's a tie between football and basketball. Let's just say football, for example. Go ahead.
Okay, so you know how you're really into football, right? And then like someone's like a casual and they have an opinion that's so stupid, you're like, but you because you can't take your mind outside of the logic and think in their cud chewing caveman way to think. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, right? Because you know your stuff, like you think logically. That's us trying to understand how the majority of women think. You have to like seriously like take a sledgehammer and hit yourself in the head like 4 times to actually like somewhat understand what these modern women are thinking. You know, here. Hold on. You know, homeboy said it the best. Hold on. Homeboy said it the best.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
That's
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's
That is a bar. That is a bar. I gotta start using that.
I have this clip saved, but I just need to add it to my soundboard. But guys, watch this whole thing. It's so good. But guys, I love how he holds his hands up like truth. You know what I'm saying? He's like, take it or leave it alone. Like he just said the earth is round and the moon orbits around the earth. He just states it like an absolute fact, right?
How we're moving.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
That's
That's 100. That's the whole truth right there, man. That is a bar.
Look, he's staring straight into her eyes, dude. He's dead ass.
I have more trust in a drunk man than 3 women. Are you kidding me?
Guys, this has 444,000 views. I swear I've added like 10,000 views.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's
Mr.
Oh man.
How we're moving.
One.
Hold on. All right.
But
guys,
AJ, I appreciate you for having me on, man. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, no. Hey, Bluff City, you're in the Discord, right?
No, I don't even have a Discord account, honestly.
All right, well, just email me if you ever want to join the Discord, all right? Because we do after hours and discussions and stuff, and just Discord. Guys, anyone who wants to join the Discord, email me, ajranch@gmail.com. So, Snowboard.
Hey.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
What do you think of these demons? Oh, guys, we hit 100 likes, man. I appreciate that, guys.
Well, we've seen it go from middle school to diddle school. Oh!
She went from teaching a course to intercourse. Oh! See, she went from teaching about LBJ to just BJ. Oh!
From Sex Ed 101 to Sex Ed 304. Oh!
Remind me never to get into a verbal sparring match with children.
They don't even take geometry anymore. It's geometry. Oh!
Oh no, look at that, guys.
Accused of having a sexual relationship with a student. Court documents say 31-year-old Megan Weaver used the school's messaging system to contact the male student.
She used the school's messaging.
Oh my God.
Look at that, guys.
This comes just weeks after another teacher was charged with sexual assault of a child under 17. KPRC2's Sabira Rayford is live for us now at the school in Cyprus with the latest on that investigation. Sabira.
Well, hey, look, she can get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's pretty cute, you know? I'd say I smash.
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can suck start a leaf blower.
Man, she'll cut me.
Lauren, the parents and students
I know, right?
spoke with say the news is
Pulling out her
making them
weed.
feel uneasy. One student who was in the teacher's class says she was always very friendly to the male student.
I'm sure she was.
It happened again.
Damn, look at this
Yeah, this
reporter.
girl's hot.
How you doing?
Another former Langham Creek High School teacher accused of having a sexual encounter with a student.
Did you want to comment on the allegations against you right now?
This time, Megan Weaver, a 31-year-old former English teacher.
Yeah, so guys, you can tell this chick was super mid in high school. Mid. And then she kind of had like a glow up. She looks like a former fatty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she just, put some makeup on her. She looks decent. The glasses kill it though, but put some makeup on her. So she looks all right. And now she's back in high school, right? And she wants to get on the high school chat.
She wants her Weaver smashed.
Okay, you don't have anything to comment on?
She's accused of having sex with the student at her home. Now she's charged with improper relationship with the student.
Damn.
According to court documents, it happened around November 20th, but the school says they found out about the incident on March 23rd after
Whoa, wait, hold on.
Female student told her teacher there was, quote, a predator teacher having multiple affairs with students.
Damn.
A male student who was interviewed by investigators initially denied having a sexual relationship with Weaver. The court documents go on to show the 18-year-old student later told investigators Weaver kept calling him using Remind 101, a message system used by teachers.
Damn.
According to the records, he told investigators he would give Weaver compliments to let her know he was interested. The student says before Thanksgiving, he went to Weaver's house, they drank tequila and had sex.
It's disgusting.
Other students told investigators Weaver would have the boys hang out in her class.
She's drinking that Cuervo. Oh!
Hey, we're gonna see if the husband's gonna take her or Weaver. Oh!
We spoke to a senior. In her class.
Do you think she was cutting it with Capri Sun?
Oh no, dude.
Capri Sun with a chaser.
Look at this, guys.
Holy crap.
Oh,
yeah. That is news I'd like to fuck.
Two students was related to
Left.
middle school teacher.
I'll go
Destiny
right,
Hillman
snowboard.
was
You go left.
I'll go left. Yeah, we'll dig it, yeah.
indicted by a grand jury. She's alleged to have had relationships with a 13 and 14-year-old girl.
Look at that. Oh, wait. Did they say he,
Whoa,
she,
lesbian?
or she?
She.
What?
Joins us live with the details you'll only see here.
Dang, she's a little big. She's a little. It's a little hot out there for a girl her size. She's sweating. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest though. Like I would, but not tell nobody.
I would. I like this type of farm girl.
Yeah. She has those farm
and then he would tell people too.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. He'd help
I'd be okay with that.
Baling the hay and trimming the trees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On the ladder.
Hey, good evening, guys. Charging documents show text messages between the teacher and the students. In one of the conversations between a teacher and one of those female students, they told one another, "I love you," the teacher using the word forever.
When we get to middle school age, because you don't really know if what they're doing is appropriate. You are hoping that the teacher is taking responsibility to maintain those boundaries.
Two students, 13 and 14, tell HISD police they had a relationship with Holland Middle School teacher Destiny Hillsman last year. The 21-year-old was charged with a count of indecency with a child and improper relationship with a student.
What does she look
stemming
like?
from
Hold
those
on.
allegations. Both
It's
female
gonna be a,
students claim they shared a kiss with the teacher, one claiming she touched her breast, according to charging documents.
It's even more so that she's going to be a trusted adult to help.
Oh, here we go.
Now to a safety alert. Two Broward teachers arrested and charged, accused of crossing the line with students. The schools where the inappropriate behavior happened just miles away from each other.
CBS News Miami's Ted Scott joins us live from Hollywood with the disturbing details.
She can get it too.
Ted.
Yeah, Jim and Lauren, those details are very disturbing. In fact, some of them too graphic for TV. Now, while these are two separate, unrelated cases, one thing each of them has in common is you have a teacher accused of breaking a sacred trust.
I think it's a great school. It's just this terrible thing happened.
Students at Chaminade Madonna stunned to learn that teacher Boris Bastidas, last year's Educator of the Year, was arrested, accused of having sex with a 15-year-old student.
We're going to pick ourselves back up.
How many times do we see Teacher of the Year? Then this happened.
Yeah, there was another one.
This is like the fifth time it's happened.
Guys, one of the first cases that I covered was this chick, Claudia Ma, who was Teacher of the Year.
I didn't expect this.
The school released a brief statement saying, when we were made aware of the allegations, we had a formal investigation and he was immediately terminated.
Okay, now do you guys see?
A few miles away at Driftwood Middle School, also in Hollywood, teacher Felicia Smith was arrested. She's accused of an inappropriate relationship.
Ah! Do you guys hear that? Do you hear it? Do you hear this? Do you see how when they talked about the guy, they straight up said having sex with, but when it was her, it was an inappropriate relationship. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hold on. Someone says, hold on. Did you all notice the difference in language when it came to the man's case versus the woman's case? They said that the man had sex while the woman had an inappropriate relationship. Both of these idiots are scumbags, and they should be treated equally. The double standard is off the charts.
Also, perhaps you could have said shame on the school board from voting her Teacher of the Year too. They should have seen more.
Well, he got Teacher of the Year. She did.
Okay, she did. Okay.
Yeah.
With a female student that involved kissing and fondling at the school.
Your trust goes in the air. Imagine it's your kid that is in there. It could have been anyone, any kid. It could have happened to anyone.
According to police, the victim's family noticed a mark on the girl's cheek. Another mark was discovered on her neck.
The markings that were on the body were originally thought to be a bruising of some sort. But through the further investigation, they were able to identify that it was from kissing, and it did look like a hickey on.
There you go, guys.
Wow.
New information this afternoon about 2 teachers accused of having inappropriate relationships with students at Slidell High School. Police say an investigation into one of the teachers led to additional charges against her and the arrest of another teacher.
Look at that, guys.
WBSU reporter Shay O'Connor is getting inside information from another teacher at that school. Shay, what have you learned?
Travis, I actually spoke with the teacher who didn't
change her name from Shay to Cans. Look at that, dude. How
Yeah.
you doing, right?
Pair of titties make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk.
How you doing?
not want to be identified out of fear of retaliation. But that teacher tells me that the 2 teachers, or the 2 former teachers, were actually really good friends here at the high school. Now, on your
Each have crazy eyes.
Look at those eyes on the left.
Yeah.
Bro, those are SSRIs, man. That's some Zoloft on the left and some Prozac on the right, dude. Straight up.
screen right now. That's the mugshots of both women. That's 35-year-old Alexa Wingirter and 31-year-old Shelby Kavanagh. Now, this teacher tells me not only were the 2 women well connected within the St. Tammany school system, but several teachers and students within the school have been complaining to administrators at the school about claims of sexual misconduct.
Damn.
With Wingirter.
You guys here. Let's go here.
Now to a
Watch. I hope it pops up again. Where was that one story? Now it's gone. Yeah, guys, watch this. One second, guys. Hit the like button, please. I have to try and find it because look at this.
This is a sick and twisted case. Julie Rizzatello, a former English teacher at Wall High School, groomed and sexually assaulted 2 students. One was just a freshman. And even worse, she apparently got pregnant by one of them and then terminated the pregnancy and told him,
Oh my God.
that this all happened when they had unprotected sex on his birthday. So now a judge has officially handed down her sentence, and we're going to break down exactly what happened.
Guys, how much time do you think this Thunderhead got, right? Because if this was a man, they would give him life without parole, and then he be Bubba's wife in jail. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna guess 5 to 7 years.
Okay. Guys, I haven't watched this yet, so I don't know. Hey, someone had said to put the link to my TCAP channel. Yeah, guys, here it's right here. Hold on. And I'm gonna start posting over here. I actually just posted here last week, I think. So the thing is once again, I get a lot of guideline strikes over here because I say some out of pocket stuff about these PDFs. So here it is, guys. I have a lot of content over here, and I used to go live twice a week, like 2 years ago over here. It's a lot of fun. So there's a hardcore fan base over here, and I feel bad because I need to post more. But once again, my videos keep getting strikes, and if you get three strikes, then your channel's gone. So I was at 2 strikes. I'm like, oh please! So I didn't post for like 6 months, and now all the strikes are all gone. So yeah.
Happened inside that courtroom. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. All right, quick 180 before I go into all this. I know I was talking about sponsors, but when I'm passionate about one, I got to tell you, Proof Wallets. Okay, I started hearing all about these wallets. Is how they time here on Law and Crime. And today, it ends with a sentence that reflects just how disturbing the details truly were. A former English teacher at Wall High School, Julie Rizzatello, somebody who was entrusted with shaping the young minds of our future, is now headed to prison. Prosecutors described it as textbook grooming, a sexual relationship with a student, nude photos, witness tampering. And then I got to say, one of the most shocking revelations of all, after encouraging a teenage student to have unprotected sex on his birthday, she told him, again, like I mentioned, she was pregnant and then later terminated that pregnancy. When we talk about the harm that is inflicted upon the victims in cases like this, I think it kind of gives you an idea, right? We'll talk more about it. But I will tell you, these are details that were really illustrated, painted out in court, that I think lay out just how disturbing what we're talking about really is. And now you have a judge who has handed down her sentence. What was the sentence? What was the prison time? Oh, we'll talk about that. But I want to break it all down, and I have to start from the beginning, okay? Julie Rizzatello, English teacher, Wall High School. It's right on the Jersey Shore. She had been there since 2013. Familiar face in the hallways. Again, someone
I know where that is.
With their kids. But then you go to the spring of
disease. Say again?
I know exactly where that is. I used to go by. I used to hang out around there. Why didn't I run into her when I was 15? Damn.
Nah, man, that's not no. You didn't want to do that. He'd be all messed up, guys. There was a girl that I used to be interested in earlier in college, right? And she was my friend's cousin. She is half Korean chick, half Korean, half white. She's just gorgeous, 9 out of 10, right? But my ex at the time, we were in the process of breaking up. But you know how you're broken up, but you're not, but you're still smashing, right? Oh yeah, that's bad idea, right? Because when it's over, it's over. Don't hit it again, right? But so I was like, so my good friend, he was single. So I'm like, here, you guys hook up. And they started dating, right? And so they were together for like 2 years. And then she moved to California, became like a model, whatever. And then they started dating like 15 years later. Either way, turns out this chick had got diddled when she was young. And then she was a friggin' opioid addict. Because once my friend had got divorced and they started dating again, he noticed that she would go to the bathroom for long periods of time, and that he like caught her doing stuff, you know. And then he realized that she was like this when they had first met. So secret, he was right. You know, people who are young who get exposed to this, they're all messed up, dude. And it's not you guys. You can't fix them. You can't. You know. Yeah, a lot of chicks that had this done to them when they were young might be easy, or demons in a sack. Guys, avoid them like the plague. They will cut, stab, run you over with a car, and no. You know, guys, you do not want to make your life more difficult.
2024. And school officials learned of allegations.
Of course, she's married, right?
After a student discussed the relationship with peers, with friends. The student had been talking to his friends about something happening between him and the teacher. Those rumors eventually got back to the district's human resources department. And to their credit, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. They reported it immediately. They called police.
Good.
That call triggered an investigation. And on July 3rd, 2024, Rizzatello was arrested. Now, at first, according to an affidavit of probable cause that was obtained by NJ.com, prosecutors said that she had been involved in a sexual relationship with a student who had just turned 18 in 2024. They alleged she had sex with him multiple times between April and June of that year, including in his car in Brick Township in May 14th. And investigators also said that she sent him nude photos and that the two had, quote, numerous communications that were sexual in nature. And just before her arrest, according to court documents, she allegedly asked him to delete those messages.
Yeah,
see where
like he was going to do
charge comes in.
That.
Now, the day after her arrest, Wall Township School Superintendent Tracy Handerhan sent a letter to parents. And in it, she wrote, quote, "We recognize these matters have an impact on the entire school community, especially our students. I ask that you be mindful of our students' well-being during this difficult time. If you believe your child or if you know of a child that is in need of support, please consider reviewing the mental health resources available on our website." And she also urged anybody with information to contact the authorities. Now, here is where the story really starts to unravel.
Here we go.
Days after her arrest and after this all hit the news, another former student came forward.
Look at
this
that.
One was from years earlier, back in 2017. He tells authorities that Rizzatello had been involved with him too when he was just a freshman. According to an affidavit of probable cause, that relationship involved intercourse at her home in Brick Township between November 2017 and January 2018. Pictures, text messages apparently corroborated his statement. So suddenly this wasn't just a, one-time lapse in judgment, as if that would be excused. It was a pattern. 2 victims years apart, both of them students. So what ends up happening? Well, Rizzatello resigned from the school. She spent some time in jail. She was eventually released to home monitoring as the case played out. And then this...
There you go. Yeah, see? Yep. So she got bail. Did that male teacher get bail? No. What a joke. What a joke.
She committed the crime in her home, and they just let her go back home.
Exactly. What a joke.
And just get a burner phone and just talk to more teens.
Yeah.
Probably because she realized this wouldn't be great at trial considering the evidence. She stood in court and officially pleaded guilty to 2 counts of second-degree sexual assault. She admitted to it all. And that brings us to what just happened now. Sentencing. What we heard in that courtroom that was reported by Jersey Shore Online and the Co-Star went far beyond what any of us knew before. I want to start with the first victim, okay, the one from 2017. Again, as I mentioned, a freshman when Rizzatello began grooming him. And according to what Judge Jill O'Malley read from that pre-sentencing report that is prepared in anticipation of sentencing, there's interviews, there's evidence, there's things to consider, factors for the judge to consider when issuing a sentence. And this is detailed by Jersey Shore Online and the Co-Star. Rizzatello pulls him into her classroom one day to tell him she had a dream about having sex with him. And this is where it gets even more personal. On this student's birthday in January of 2018, Rizzatello encouraged him to have unprotected sex with her at her home.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
And then weeks later, she called him over, took a pregnancy test, told him she got pregnant, and then she got an abortion. Told him that all this was lined up with his birthday.
Damn.
So the victim submitted a written statement that was read aloud in court. And in it, according to the Co-Star, he wrote, quote, "I still think about how this woman was the one person I trusted with every detail in my life. She is actually a sexual predator. At one point, I thought I was a special part of her life." Again, we'll talk about this a little bit more. Just think about the impact something like this has on a young man. He described dropping out of college because he couldn't concentrate, said how he struggles to form normal relationships with women.
And there you go, guys. I was waiting for that, right? I was waiting for that.
Damn, that is that is exactly what you described.
Yeah, guys, no minors should be subjected to this type of behavior. It's terrible for the development and how they build bonds with people. Guys, coupling relationships with between men and women is like a lizard part of our brain. It's like one of those basic parts of our brain. If you mess that up, it like filters to all the rest of how people interact with people. You know what I'm saying? This poor kid, he's cooked. Hopefully he can get some therapy. Hopefully he can figure it out. But and this doesn't make any sense, especially as a guy, right? And you're young, and then you get older, you're trying to establish boundaries in relationships, have consensual sexual relationships. How do you navigate that when you've been exposed to this at such a young age? And that's why the LDHD TV is saying that there's transformer kids. It's just crap. Guys, all right, here. This is what the left is pushing for, guys. Here we go.
What disturbs?
Oh, sorry, guys. I gotta.
What the heck is this?
I gotta translate, guys.
Yeah. We need the dunce cap for this one already without even saying anything.
The idea of a child also being a sexual being. What disturbs your spirit so much about the idea of a child watching a consensual act? Why is it not okay for people, and I'm specifically talking about youth, to engage in a sexual act or to view in a sexual act that is for pleasure? I would much rather myself, when I was 12, be engaging in a consensual sexual act for pleasure, engaging in safe X, using protection, understanding my body, understanding how to engage in sexual acts safely, understanding porn media, having porn media literacy. I would rather have that than to be pushed into marriage at an early age, to be pushed into
I can't.
Wow, look at the comments though. Look at the comments.
Yeah, well, this is a repost. So of
Okay.
course, these are all right wingers. Someone said, just imagine if Kamala won the election. Someone said, check this thing's hard drive, ASAP. Look at that. Tell me this thing's never allowed around children. Yeah.
You know, having X for procreation. What the
that, guys? Disgusting. Disgusting. I tell you guys, asteroid. Straight up, guys. Disgusting. And do you guys see how the false dichotomy? Oh, either you should be under 8, you should allow diddling, or people get married. It's like, wait, what? What? That's a false dichotomy, you absolute idiot. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
In his own age, Julie found someone, me, who she grew close to and could control. Someone who dropped any task at any moment just for her. A boy who had a tough life. I wish it had not happened this way. I wish it had not happened at all. Jersey Shore Online quotes the judge saying, "This is the psychological impact of a child who's a student of yours. Not only does he have to deal with the fact that he's groomed throughout his entire high school years, that he was preyed upon by his teacher who he loved and trusted, that he was sexually abused by this teacher, but now he's struggling to come to terms with the fact that this individual had an abortion and he wasn't comfortable with it. This is the psychological impact, the devastation." And then there was the second victim, identified as CJ. And he was this junior when Rizzatello turned her attention to him in 2024. Now, while he was 18, when apparently this sexual contact began, the judge made clear that the grooming started.
It doesn't matter because he's still, she's still his teacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Earlier. Quote, "Make no mistake about it," the judge said. "He was not an adult. Her relationship with CJ was not based on affection and love. It was based on manipulation and control. She did not recommit to a law-abiding life. Rather, she found another victim." And as the judge laid out all of this, Rizzatello was apparently, reportedly, sitting there in court, shaking her head. I don't have to tell you that's a big no-no. According to the co-star, the judge stopped mid-sentence and said, "Stop shaking your head. These are the facts." When it was Rizzatello's turn to speak, she addressed the court directly. She apologized to her family, her friends, her 2 children. She talked about therapy, church attendance, personal growth. She said, "I won't make a mistake again. I will be right by my children forever." Problem is, Judge O'Malley wasn't moved. She pointed
this judge is going to cook her now. That's a female judge who's pissed. So I think it's going to go. I was saying 5-7. I'm going to guess like 10-13 now.
Yeah, guys, restate the amount of time do you think this idiot got?
Yeah.
Rizzatello never once mentioned the victims by name. You didn't apologize to the victims. I believe that her remorse is genuine, involving uses to put in place. And look, her defense, but maybe he doesn't like me. I don't the sentences concurrently, meaning at the same time. 10 years for what she did. What do you think?
She only got 10 years.
That's why I just said 9. Yeah. 9 years.
Absolutely insane.
That she pled guilty to run the sentences that's on my head with this. Were you surprised at the sentence? What do I mean? 10 years is a long time. It's a long time. But when she was, she could have faced, it was 10 years on each count that she pled guilty to run the sentences concurrently, meaning at the same time. 10 years for what she did. What do you think?
I was a little surprised at that. I was a little surprised.
Guys, we aren't, right, guys? Guys, type not surprised.
Yeah.
In the chat. Type not surprised.
Can she get parole and get out even earlier?
They usually do like 75% of the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She can get out in like 7.5 years on good behavior. insane, guys. What a joke.
That, and I was a former, actually, way back when I was a prosecutor in Hudson County, I was in the sex crimes unit. So I was used to this kind of thing. And the very fact that this was her first offense and that it sort of was a situation where she had two different victims, but it was all within the same realm of what she was doing. I was very surprised that at a second degree for someone with no prior convictions, that range is 5 to 10 years. And to give the maximum of 10 years, I was very surprised seeing that the fact that she didn't have any prior convictions of the.
Well, I mean, the judge could have gotten even more. I mean, again, like if it was 10 years on each charge, the judge could have even gotten any more. And the judge during the course of the sentencing wasn't happy with her.
Yeah.
Didn't like that she was shaking her head. He goes, these
go,
are the
guys.
facts. At one point, the judge says, I don't like to be interrupted. Don't do it. Stop shaking your head. These are the facts. Talked about a grooming campaign. I was thinking maybe it would have gone above 10 years.
Well, it could obviously could have been consecutive because it was two different victims here. But the very fact that it was sort of out of the same.
Oh, snap. Undead Chronic is in the house. What is going on, dude? What?
Yo,
is
yo,
going
yo.
on?
What's up, boys? How you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Someone says send the asteroid, and then you know what? Undead Chronic is just as good. What's up, homeboy?
What are we watching? I'm looking at a lot of ugly female ankles here. What are
Yeah, we're
those?
looking at these female teachers banging and
Oh, do you cover the one where the lady was like she posted TikTok videos calling men creepy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was at the beginning.
And there's a new
yeah.
one where some 16-year-old, it's like some blonde, I want to call her MILF because she's old, but some like, blonde suburban MILF was caught by her kids banging their friend at a pool party. Do you guys see that? That was today. That was today.
Hold on.
Her text messages leaked of her trying to cover it. Like, oh, it wasn't what it looked like. Okay, groomer.
You guys remember this chick?
Columbus Police.
Hold on.
You got a warrant. Keep your hands where we can see them.
This is the chick that had a
You're under
firearm.
arrest.
For the first time, you're seeing police body cam footage
first.
from the arrest of former youth counselor Peyton Shire. Kids who are vulnerable.
Right? And just look at those SSRIs, right? The Zoloft.
The first thing I noticed as a white guy, fake blonde. Okay, that's first of all. Second thing is just tons of freckles. You got a lot of sun damage as an old woman. Oh, yeah. And prego pic too.
Yeah, dude, she better test that little. I mean, homeboy needs.
They better test the kid that she sexually assaulted. To be honest.
Yeah, say essay, my friend.
To be interrupted,
if you can. Hold on. So I did pull up. Oh, here it is.
A wife, mom, and educator.
And they're always married. They always have kids. Now, Larry, since you weren't here when we were saying this. Undead, Larry, what is your theory on why this is going on as much? Because it is true that this could have happened as much, but now chicks worship their smartphones. So now there's more evidence. There's Snapchats, there's TikToks, there's all this other stuff. But I honestly believe that we have the most youth-obsessed, dunderheaded women who've ever lived, right? 25-year-old, 35-year-old, 45-year-old chicks are dancing on TikTok, listening to Taylor Swift, right? And they were either uggos or fatties in high school, had a glow up in college, so they went from like a 2 to a 5. They go back to the high school, and they want to live their high school fantasy and bang ninth grade Chad.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, I think in general, there's the massive problem with women in the States. I found this in my relationships. I talked to other guys. They're really lacking. I'm trying to think of a good way to say this censored wise. They're lacking a significant amount of vitamin D. If you guys have ever dated a crazy chick before and she's like acting wild, if you just lay it down extremely hard on her, you will literally screw her back into mental health. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. So 100%, these white women go off and they get used up by hundreds of Chads or whatever. They're still chasing hypergamy. They marry some beta, and that beta does not have the capacity to have relations with a woman like this the way that she wants. Yeah. It sounds crazy, but what this woman wanted was for her husband to slap her upside the face put both hands around the neck and bang the soul out of her. That's what if he did that, she wouldn't be grooming kids.
You know that their husbands are so beta because I've covered multiple cases where the chick's husband stuck by her. I love her, man.
Here I come to save the day.
How big of a simp? Talk about
so
simple
disgusting.
Stiltskin. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like, what is going on?
Well, at some point, a simp evolves like a Pokemon into a cuckold. And if you're down for your wife to be shared by like something, I'm serious. If you are okay with your wife being shared by high school kids, you're evolved into a cuck.
Yeah.
So these guys are cucks, and I always tell like
a cuckachoo.
Yeah, cuckachoo, dude. Like Raichu, cuckachoo. It gets bad. Like the stone that evolves them is basically the truth that their wife said. Open hole.
There is now an accused pedophile. This 41-year-old woman is accused of
What kind of oopa white woman is this, dude? She's turning into like she's like from James and the Giant Peach, except she was the peach, right?
Good Lord. Yikes. Look at that.
Wait, go back. Wait, pause it, go back. I'll go back. Let's see the first picture of her before she.
It's like this
wow,
is for,
these filters, man. These face filters
are
are
your dating profile picture.
Yeah.
And this is the picture of her in real life.
Convicted groomer. Convicted groomer.
At the school that she taught at. And on top of that, just wait until we dive into the criminal complaint. She is accused of sending explicit pictures of herself to other teen boys. The law enforcement documents that we have in this case are shocking, including the allegation that this woman was, quote, flirting with her alleged victim since he was just 12 years old.
Yep.
We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
This is team.
Reports about recently, and the scenes deputies came in contact with victim one, and what tipped them off that something may be allegedly going on with Jensen. Now, the victim told deputies that Jensen, the 41-year-old mom, had been, quote,
"That's a rough 41, bro. Damn, look at that.
Flirty with him since he was 12 years old." The team told deputies that Jensen was a family friend. He told a story where once they were all at this family party, and Jensen was allegedly rubbing up on a lot of people at this party.
See, there you go, guys. If you were to hold these women to the same standard of SA as men, I would say 8 out of 10 of these modern women would be in jail.
We were at the party. I'm like, hey AJ, I like the outfit and everything. I'm pretty confident to go all white. But there's like a weird kind of wet spot on the side where that lady was like touching you. Like, what is that, man? It smells smells like fish.
Remember on Superbad where he's grinding up on the chick and there's blood on his pant leg?
Yep.
We're blood brothers, man.
Yep.
We're blood brothers.
This chick has cottage cheese down there.
And the victim claims,
look how dry her lips are, man. Just
look at how dead her eyes are.
She has like lizard eyes.
This is Zoloft and this is Lexapro, right here. These are SSRIs, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at that.
I mean, you don't even have to get, like, for me, I don't even have to get to the eyes. Like, look at how shaped the eyebrows are. Bitches out here with Vegeta eyebrows, bro. And the lip is so dry. Why is the lip so dry?
On his lap. And he described Jensen as, quote, tipsy at this event. So before we get into where Jensen allegedly sexually assaults this victim, let me tell you a little bit more about what we know about her. She was a teaching assistant at Faith Lutheran School in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. She worked in a second grade classroom. And victim one says that he was an 8th grader at the time that she started working at the school. And this part, it could be key legally because that potentially shows that she knew exactly how old this alleged victim was. It also appears through social media that Jensen is married with 2 kids.
Look.
Now,
of course she is, right, guys? Of course she is.
You just gotta feel bad for the kids, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too. It's just I compare this to what the average male accused of this activity has to go through. Like, listen, it's like it's really legally important that these timelines line up because it proves that she knows that person was underage, bro. A guy gets caught with a 17-year-old that's like 1 hour from turning 18. does not matter. There's zero consideration for that.
We showed a guy who was accused of 55 counts. He's like a 4th grade teacher, and he was found not guilty. And of course, there was now I don't know if he did it or not, but there's all these protect our girls. I'm like, where are all the protect our boys signs? Where are all the protesters here? Where? You never see them. It's absolutely insane.
Well, we have like another issue when it comes to these people just grooming. So a lot of there's amateur catch a groomer stuff right now, right?
Yeah.
And so there was a story where some 21-year-old linked up with an 18-year-old college girl, and she was 18 and he was 21, and they met on some like dating app. And she set him up to basically, she told everybody on our dorm floor to jump the groomer. And this 21-year-old got his ass kicked by a bunch of college kids. It's just like, that 21-year-old could have been a junior, right? Yeah. No, these people will say a 3-year age gap justifies you getting your teeth knocked in. So you guys got to be careful, man. It's just, they do crazy.
College, they're doing all that.
Guys, what do I say about Portland, Oregon?
Ooh.
Guys, Portland, I know, exactly, yeah. Guys, Portland, Oregon looks like Mad Max, right? Mad Max beyond that. I don't know.
Have you been to Portland, AJ?
Yeah. So I'm from Seattle.
I'm sorry, man.
Portland's horrible. Oh no.
Usually what I say about Portland is like the only time I'll ever visit Portland is that on top of a tank as a conquering army.
Yeah, straight up, dude. If you're driving through there like freaking Mad Max, you know what I'm saying? It's the blower, Max, the blower. You know what I'm saying? Guys, look at this. There's I told you guys, Californians have got scammed out of $25 billion to fight the homeless, right? The one Republican, I think he was a senator or a congressman, right, from the Inland Empire, demanded an audit. He said, I want to know where this money's going. And there was a quote unquote data desert, meaning that these 5-6 huge nonprofits, they said, we don't know.
Yep.
It all went to Nancy Pelosi's pocket.
And Gavin Newsom took I don't know as an answer, right? Guys, look at this. $4.5 million lawsuit rocks Portland homeless nonprofit. Look at that. Snowboard, do you want to give us your trustees on
so these social
NGOs, please?
Yeah, the nonprofits and NGOs, they're always typically women run. And it's these like, B-dubs and whatnot. They have these $100,000 jobs and everything. And they show up, to where abuse is happening. They go, let me take note of this abuse. Yep. Put cigarettes out on you. Yep. Traps you in a closet. Yep. Beats you. Okay. I'm going to go out to lunch and I'll never be back again. I'm still getting paid, but I have a car provided for me and all this. They're useless, and a lot of it's money laundering, and it's like 85% women. It's useless. They actually enable the abuse because they say like, "Oh, we're here to protect kids," and Child Protective Services went to the property and checked up on it, and it's like inside they're like living in like human feces and stuff. We see it constantly.
So whenever you get like a kid that you think is getting the shit beat out of them in a hospital, you got to report to CPS and do all that. I've had at least 3 times where a kid comes into the emergency room. I'm like, this kid is getting his ass kicked. And CPS delay. Delay. And by the time I finally convince everybody that the kid's getting their ass beat, the parents fled the country.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All sorts of things. There's no sense of urgency.
It's not even, and it's beyond kids too. There's adult group homes. So like if you are mentally, physically disabled and your family just doesn't care about you, you'll go into a group home for adults. Those are managed. Like each of those people have a quote unquote case manager. I had one guy, he was 55, nonverbal his entire life, never spoke a word, black guy, probably had some kind of crazy, intense autism. He had some just massive pneumonia, some weird shit going down. We had to put him on a vent. Vent's
maybe had an enigmatism.
Yeah. So vents are, you put someone on a vent, like you put someone on a vent, it's not a fun time. You're forcing air down their lungs to make sure they live. And I got this poor son of a bitch on a vent. He has no idea what's going on. Okay. He is like the capacity of a 2-year-old probably. He's freaking out. And I have to get approval to give him like to do anything to change his care. It's a Friday. It's snowing like 100 miles away in the state. I call up his adult manager, some big fat black woman, and she has her voicemail. Due to the inclement weather, I'm out of office for the next 5 days. So this poor son of a bitch had to slowly die in my ICU because the fat black woman, who's literally his guardian in charge of him, decided since it snowed 100 miles away, I'm not going to answer questions about medical problems.
Well, hold on,
Out of
hold on,
office,
hold
but
on.
getting paid working remote.
Yep. Oh no,
Hold
getting
on,
paid.
hold on, but
Absolutely.
getting paid.
Well,
getting
you
paid.
know that if she would have answered, you'd have asked her
Yeah, I know what's in that.
any question, it would be,
I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch.
excuse me, ma'am, hold on. I have a patient here.
I hope you die in AIDS.
Yeah,
Well, hold on, ma'am, they pay you to do a job.
You know what? You know what? You know what finally got her to call me up? You know, she finally called me up. You're allowed to make life decisions and change. It's kind of crazy too. So if you're in the hospital knocked out and like people don't know what should happen with you, if 2 doctors sign off and agree on something, if it's appropriate, they'll basically say, if this is wrong, sue us both. But that's how they change it. So me and my friend said, this guy has been dying slowly. Let's let him go peacefully. And like 3 weeks later, this black bitch is screaming at me on the phone. I don't even barely remember.
I told you guys. I told you.
I'm gonna kill you.
She literally was like, I ought to come down there and smack you up the head. And I was just like, I would love to meet you in person. I would love to meet you in person.
Guys, Portland, Oregon's so bad. There's this bacteria that breaks out.
Yeah, they had like bubonic plague type
Yeah,
stuff.
well, when there's a lot of feces in the open air, it's like in places like India and stuff.
You're thinking norovirus is the big one.
Yeah. If there was an outbreak in Portland, Oregon, guys, I will never move back.
It kills kids. It kills kids. Like the norovirus goes off the feces in a baby's nose. 2 weeks, the kid's dead. Yep.
Oh my God.
You never know who someone really is. And this criminal complaint allegedly is an example of that. So victim 1 told deputies that he and Jensen messaged on Snapchat. That in some ways can be a red flag right there. And so many of these cases we have seen where victims and abusers communicate on that platform. Now, Jensen allegedly sent this boy explicit pictures of herself. And not only that, the victim alleged that she, quote, was sending his buddies nude content as well. Victim 1 said word traveled throughout his friend group that she was willing to share. So people
look at that, guys. Look at that. Hey, yo, guys, she's DTF. What is this? And these chicks, guys, there was one case where the student was actually blackmailing the teacher. He's like, hey, you better give me and all my friends A's, and then I have my other friends that are in your 3rd period class or whatever. Give us A's, or I'm gonna release this. And she's like, I can't believe you do that. What? What are you talking about?
How many boys saw her, this large white woman, and said, yeah, I want to hit her up? Like, were all these kids Jamaican? God damn.
I don't know. Hey, look.
No, I think they would hit it. I think that they would hit it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they would.
I mean, at
They're all horned
14,
up. They don't care.
Yeah. They're all.
No, not me, man. Hell no.
Yeah, but once again, this is what
I mean, I'd hit her with some rocks from a car.
Here's the thing, guys. We all know that. Well, these are like 14-year-olds. Because I don't even blame 304s. I blame simps as adults. Like I said, these perverts here, guys. Once again, we're doing this live to actually show the double standard, right? Of how, once again, when we saw earlier, when they talked about the guy, it was SA. But when they talked about the woman doing it, it was an inappropriate relationship. Because I don't think that they should waste tax dollars on these idiots at all. When they get convicted, without a shadow of a doubt, they should take them out back, take care of business, and then charge the family for the ordinance, period.
I mean, I disagree. I think that the damage to these boys can be mitigated by financial compensation. And so I honestly think that these convicted people should be sold into the market. Yeah, no, sold into the market. Seriously. I'm 100%
have a deal with the bias.
I'm not even kidding. Well, we have this massive incel problem apparently. And all these dudes that are incels just turn super violent out of nowhere, I've been told. And so in order to prevent incel terrorist attacks, we should basically force convicted female prisoners to do their patriotic duty and to convert the incels into normies by having sex with them.
But that's like winning, though.
Yeah.
It is an interesting idea. You could also make them like they don't see they need to make them do more labor to actually.
Well, because like I guess you can make it optional. So like either you rot in a cell or you work at a street. And think about this chick. She would love to work the street. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, what she wants.
Passion.
I mean,
let the government pimp her out, and then the victims can receive her, the money that she gets.
And you know that these chicks are going to be, whether they get probation or not, they're going to be on the registry. And guys, after that, at least they have plan B. And guys, we all know what that is, right?
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside home. I work at Hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at Hoeing. That's the company I work at, Hoeing.
Seriously, guys, they can always use name.
I'm not here, Hoeing.
Chronic, have you ever been on 304 TikTok?
I've seen the TikToks. I haven't actually been on legitimate like prostitute TikTok. No.
Bro, if you go on one of your streams and you guys go over and sub to Undead's channel, man. Literally put hashtag 304 or hashtag 304 gang. You'll have hours and hours of content. These chicks are literally making videos. They're literal streetwalkers. It's
some of
insane.
them are.
It's crazy. It's like crazy to me just how accepted it is on social media now. And it's like, it's going to be another 30, 40 years before any states actually legalize it. Because what they'll always do, like New York, Mamdani, he's like, we decriminalize sex work. Well, what they did was they said, you can't charge a woman for being a prostitute, but you can throw a John in jail forever.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Cisco neighborhood prostitutes. Look at this. You remember this? Look at this. So, guys, you remember this snowboard?
I know it's a fact that it has been over.
When we looked at this this mission district in San Francisco, they pushed for all these woke policies, right? And basically said you can't arrest streetwalkers. You guys, this mission district area, the average house costs $2 million.
I do remember this.
Now there's nothing but 304s.
Yeah, it is nice.
It has been over a year since neighbors in San Francisco's mission district sued the city for not doing more to stop sex workers from doing business on their streets.
Karens.
The city installed these barriers to try to keep the workers out, but neighbors Harris St. Cyr that all it did was
is this attack on
business.
304? Is this attack on 304? They're like keep it over the wall. They see the money. It's all the wives, dude. It's the wives of the rich men who are getting pissed off because they know there's competition down the street. Ugly bitch.
Guys, once again, these woke chicks, put a 1 if you guys agree. Woke chicks vote for the worst policies, but they're the number one victims. You know what I'm saying? If they want open borders, right? But when there's illegals and you got friggin' Jorge and friggin', Francois the Haitian, victimizing chicks, when there's any spike in crime, because us men are always victims of crime. When there's a spike, it's always women. You know what I'm saying? When they defund the police, spike in crime, there's women. You have the freaking Haitian dude jumping out the trees and snatching persons. You know what I'm saying?
Funniest. It's the fun, dude. Whenever my best friend's an African American, but whenever we see Haitians IRL, he'll like look at them and how they act and look at me and be like, "Yeah, I see why you guys were calling black people monkeys for a long time." I'm like, it's all good, dude.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Let's not use that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep this sheet monetized.
Okay, let me piece out of here because it's going to be hard to censor.
No, you're all good, dude.
No, it's fine, man. I will say this: if you're trying to keep the stream up, saying I have people I've streamed with. I think it was Hammer and someone else where they said take them out back and take care. That's enough for them. So watch out for that. I just say hit them with a rubber chicken, and everybody knows what that means.
But the thing, Chronic, really fast though, is like when they want open borders, when they want transformers, it's their sports getting cooked, right? If it's any one of these woke policies, they're the ones that get victimized first, and then they're like, men don't need to do anything.
Yeah,
You made your bed and now you need to sleep in it.
Yeah. Well, I
You know what I'm
kind of
saying?
see it like women don't really have any values. They don't really stand for anything. So all those things they vote for and care about, it's just what the certain type of people who are extremely powerful want them to
Program them
believe,
for.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
anyhow, hey, good luck with the show, man. I'll talk to you later, dude.
All right, take it easy.
I would be concerned if I had kids walking around.
18th and Shotwell has seen a lot of changes, but Camilla says the prostitution issue remains the same.
Going to work.
Who did you vote for? You dunderhead. Who did you vote for? Who?
You stupid woman.
If you leave very early, you might see someone having sex, like out in the street, just like that.
18th and Shotwell is a hotspot for sex work and drug use. The city installed these barricades on the street last year after residents sued for what they call inaction.
The area that was closed is from 21st all the way to 19th.
Ayman Farhat, one of the residents who sued the city,
I think this guy is Persian, but yeah, these are expensive homes, man.
said the blockades have helped with traffic, loud music, and some sex work.
I think one has to look at things at their entirety.
But they haven't completely stopped the problem. He says other residents complain that it just moved further up the street.
Don't think that we should just say like there's nothing has been done. Yes, there is an improvement.
Who would you vote for, right?
But is there room for progress? Absolutely.
Farhat says there's more the city can do to address the problem. Off camera, other residents told us more lights and law enforcement patrol could help. SFPD started a...
But you defunded your police, you dunderheads. And who are the number one group of people to vote to say that sex work is real work and then defund the police, right?
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world. What a joke.
This stimulates the economy.
Yeah, that's true.
It does.
Dear John program in an attempt to crack down. The program sends letters and pictures to addresses of people believed to be soliciting sex work. We reached out to SFPD for comment on the
Look at that, guys. Now, hold on. There's a follow-up here. Here you go. This is in San Francisco also.
Legislative aide to Supervisor Hillary Ronan said they visited Cap Street on a Friday night to see the problem for themselves and realized urgent
It's out in the middle of the streets.
What you see is a large amount of traffic on Cap Street, bumper to bumper almost. John's cruising up and down looking for sex workers. So what the intent behind the barricades is to disrupt the kind of cruising.
We don't want to talk about people as just
gremlin demon.
Sister Mary Francis.
Hey,
that's
this
a
is what we
huge
call
bitch.
Bridge troll empowerment.
disposable. We don't want to talk about people like they're cockroaches that we're trying to exterminate from the neighborhood.
Celestina Pearl is an outreach manager with
See?
St. James.
She's like, oh, well, we have to understand what they're saying. We have to understand
Infirmary, a community clinic that provides support for sex workers in the city.
So I'm very concerned about the young women who work on this street who get so very little voice and so very little power and control over their own lives. And I know it's not a very popular opinion, especially in this neighborhood.
Neighbors told us they do realize
because you didn't pay $200,000. I mean, $2 million to live there.
Yeah.
No, $2 million to live there.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Many of the workers are being trafficked and are victims, but they want enforcement and accountability so they can simply walk outside their homes at night and raise their kids in a safe community.
Most of us, if not all of us, don't really have a problem with the sex workers or even their business itself. It's really the fact that this is a residential neighborhood.
A small house in this neighborhood goes for $1.6 million, guys. $1.6
District
million
Attorney
bucks.
Brooke Jenkins sent me a statement saying the DA.
Look at this. Look at this.
Some sections of America's finest city aren't the picture-perfect postcard that San Diegans think of. There are neighborhoods where prostitutes are blocking the roads, and their pimps punish anyone who disrupts.
AJ, it looks like they need an HOA, but they got an HOE.
Guys, let's try and hit 150 likes, guys. please stop and take a second. Hit the like button, guys. I'd appreciate that.
I mean, at least they got tinted windows.
You know? Yeah, dude. Look at that. You're guys, I guarantee you, if the camera kept rolling about 15 minutes later,
business. I've spent weeks with 10 News photojournalists in those areas, speaking with people impacted the most. These are
oh my God!
Yo, how down bad do you gotta be for this?
Families and business owners
scrapping metal. So
yeah.
That's true.
Whose neighborhoods are under siege by prostitution in plain sight.
Guys, that was a Dante and Tim Hicks vintage. Guys, they're all yours. You guys.
Oh my God.
Got that cold hard cash.
Neighborhoods in San Diego, parts of Shelltown, Aria Logan, Southwest, International.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, if you ain't twerking, you ain't working, ho. Get out there.
Hey, I think I recognize Nut Gobbler right there.
This guy says, in Hollywood, I had a cop trying to give me a ticket for jaywalking while this 304 was leaning in a car 20 feet away. And another guy was openly selling crack across the street. Look at that, guys. Look at
Celebrate that diversity.
Man.
You know what we haven't seen yet? But we're gonna this is gonna encapsulate San Francisco. It's gonna be like a 304 and like a power scooter or something that's just like
yeah. Special delivery,
so
right?
ridiculous. Yeah.
The city look like open-air sex markets. While we're not giving you exact locations to avoid attracting more activity to the affected areas, it's so blatant, it's something you have to see to believe.
Oh, look at that dump truck, though.
Yeah, look at that.
The middle of the street and a steady stream of Johns driving through. The booming illegal sex trade taking over neighborhoods where people live and work. People in these neighborhoods tell me stories.
I'd be so pissed, right? And guys, this is all women's fault. Don't get it twisted. This is all women's fault. Guys, here we go. Let's get back to the topic.
She is the reigning teacher.
Another teacher of the year.
Of the year in her school district. Seemingly the kind of person you would.
There's no way this stream's gonna stay monetized. There's no way. It'll stay up, obviously, but at least it's not gonna get taken down.
Want in the classroom with your kindergartner, but now this kindergarten teacher could be in big trouble for an unthinkable crime. She is accused of sexual abuse of a minor. We have some of the details on it. We're on the case, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Calera, Alabama.
How old?
Look at this horse face. Yeah.
Hold on.
Line with people who are underage. Here's
Probably
the latest
46.
case we're following. It involves an elementary school teacher by the name of Heather Osmond. She taught kindergarten in the small town of Calera, Alabama, a community
They definitely
south
brought
of
this
Birmingham.
teacher in the apple.
It's been booming in population over the last few decades. According to the 2020 census, it's now home to more than 16,000 people. It's one of the fastest growing cities in that state, and it's a place that has attracted a lot of families. According to niche.com, which is a website that helps families find school systems where they fit best, Calera got an A when it came to being good for families. And at the local public school, Calera Elementary, home of the Eagles, there was no better teacher in 2024 and 2025 than Mrs. Osmond, the kindergarten teacher.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Here's the Facebook post. In September of last year, from the school district saying, quote, "Congratulations to our 2024-2025 Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Heather Osment." And you can see the big smile on Heather's face as she holds a bouquet of flowers. Now, this is what you'll see if you try to click on the link to get to that post on social media. We tried here on Instagram, and you can see she's apparently been wiped from the school's social media pages. We also couldn't find that post on Facebook anymore. And when I tell you what she's been accused of, you might understand why the school district would be taking those measures. Now, it's always shocking when a teacher is accused of violating a minor. But for it to be the teacher of Mrs. Osment's caliber, the one who is the reigning Teacher of the Year at her elementary school, it is even more shocking. A little more than 6 months after Mrs. Osment won that Teacher of the Year award, shocking allegations came forward. The district said in April they learned of what police called inappropriate conduct by a local teacher. According to WTVM-TV in Alabama, an indictment reads that on April 4th of this year, Osment, the reigning Teacher of the Year, is accused of taking a child older than 12 years old but younger than 16 to a bathroom for sexual purposes.
Look at that! And how old is this chick? Did they say? Huh.
Now, there are still several details that have yet to come forward related to this case, but I'll tell you what we know right now and how the school district seems to be responding. The district told the TV station, quote, "Shelby County Schools was made aware of allegations concerning a teacher from the Calera school zone in early April. The teacher was immediately put on leave for the remainder of the school year while the matter was investigated by local law enforcement. The alleged conduct occurred after school hours and did not take place at a school facility. We are unable to provide more information due to it being a personnel matter." We know from police that the Owens House, which is a local child advocacy center, did forensic interviews.
Funds money.
Yep.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Look at this. Catholic school teacher, married, banging students in her office. Look at this, guys. Guys, we'll look at. I have like two more, and then I have a couple of body cam reactions to show you guys. Guys, there's one. They break up a massage parlor with a bunch of Vietnamese chicks. looks like that massage owner didn't get a happy ending. Oh! The police did a real hands-on approach. Oh!
3 and school counselor at a prestigious Catholic high school has not only been fired, but now she faces 6 counts of sexual battery. Emily Nutley could face 15 years in prison after police say she used her position to seduce a teenage boy and coerce him into an illicit sexual relationship. We're going to take a closer look at the allegations with former criminal prosecutor Dan Shore. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Absolutely insane, guys.
We got another female teacher who is accused of manipulating one of her male students into having sex with her. And this time the allegation is that it happened in her own.
Someone says showing her husband's face is crazy work. Yeah. Someone says that. They don't call her Miss Nutley for nothing.
Office at a high school near Cincinnati, Ohio. So Hamilton County prosecutors, they have charged 42-year-old Emily Nutley with 6 counts of sexual battery. Those are third-degree felonies. And it's our understanding if she's convicted, she could be facing up to 15 years in prison.
Guys, what charges do you think that they would have given a man? They would have given him first-degree felonies all the way across.
Prison, and she would have to register as a sex offender. Now, according to the district attorney's office, Nutley was a teacher at St. Xavier High School. This is a Catholic school in Springfield Township, a Catholic school of all places. She apparently was the supervisor of a program that helped kids who were struggling academically, and she had just started at the school when this alleged misconduct reportedly happened. Authorities say the victim, a male student who was 17 years old at the time, had been assigned to the program in the fall of 2023. And that is when they say Nutley and this boy started getting physical. They were also communicating over the phone. Prosecutors say Nutley sent the victim nude photos sexually explicit text messages. The indictment against Nutley, it isn't available to the public to obviously protect the victim, but the state says that Nutley performed oral sex on him at least once while on school grounds. And
giving
one
out bee-jibbers in the friggin' Catholic school, man.
God.
Look at that.
time off campus. And she also allegedly had sexual intercourse with him after hours in her school office. Now, the victim apparently tried to stop these encounters with Nutley from continuing on, but she allegedly harassed him over text messages. Officials say school administrators, they got wind of what was happening. They launched an internal investigation, brought this alleged conduct to light, and then the school had contacted the Springfield Township Police to do a
She even got the Freddy Krueger shirt going.
criminal investigation, and now we know that she's facing charges. Now you might be asking, who is Emily Nutley? Well, she is a married
Look at that. Showing the husband's face.
man.
Look at that.
mother of three, who reportedly previously worked as a counselor at a kindergarten, worked with special needs kids at that school before.
I think this is her.
I really did not want to have sex with her.
Yeah, this
But
is
she
her.
insisted.
Yeah, right.
She would not leave me alone.
I wish more than anything I could go back in time and undo the choices I made. And
Guys, how much time do you guys think this idiot got? Guys, we need 3 more likes. Okay, we hit 150 likes, guys. So stop and take a second. Hit the like button, guys.
I'm gonna
I
say
appreciate
5
that.
to 7 again.
If you guys like the content, guys, hit the super chat button, hit the join button. Guys, we have a doozy tomorrow, guys. I know how we look at the Whatever podcast, and these chicks are dumb as a box of rocks. But I found a 35-minute clip of Andrew Wilson and that Brian guy asking these chicks basic, like, elementary school questions for 35 minutes straight.
Asking them to like tie their shoes and stuff.
No. Asking them like, what countries border the U.S.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and
like
you write your name on a piece of paper.
How many oceans are there? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it just it doesn't make any sense, right? And then one of them, we'll have to go over because she's this blonde, like wannabe tradcon chick that Andrew exposes. Guys, these blonde-haired, kind of pretty tradcon chicks, they're actually worse than feminists. You know what I'm saying? Because at least feminists are all uggos and biggins, so you can just avoid them, you know? But a lot of these tradcon chicks are actually decent looking, but they're just their view. But guys, put a one if you agree. Tommy Lahren and all these tradcon, they're all feminists. That's all they are. So
boundaries that I allowed to be violated.
Cameras caught the moment a Catholic high school employee found out she's going to prison for engaging in sex acts with a teenage boy in her office. We're going to be taking a look at what mother of three, Emily Nutley, as well as her victim had to say in court as the judge officially sentenced her.
This judge
to
is going to
years
cook
behind
her.
Bars. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law.
Damn, she did not age well. Jeez, man, look at that. Wow.
But that heavy lesbian judge might cook her.
Yeah.
Nutley, she was the director of academic services at a private all-boys Catholic school in Cincinnati, Ohio, and that is when she was arrested last year. She ran a program at St. Xavier High School, also called St. X, that was supposed to help students who were struggling academically. But instead, officials say, she used that program, that position, to prey on vulnerable teens. In April, Nutley entered a guilty plea to 2 counts of sexual battery for having sex with
Is she still wearing that cross?
I know. I thought of that. I thought of that as well. Hey,
Absolutely.
she had to prey on them.
She had to pray about it.
She took a little holy communion.
17-year-old. According to prosecutors, the teen boy...
A convert. She's a pervert.
Met Nutley, was
Judge,
married.
it was an immaculate conception.
with 3 children at the time, by the way, in
Damn.
2023 through the school's Learning Center. In documents that were filed ahead of Nutley's sentencing, the prosecution laid out a timeline of Nutley's grooming campaign. Assistant prosecutor Elise Dieters said that Nutley was the...
Man, this guys, okay. Guys, these chicks, these lawyer chicks, these put together kind of cute chicks, these chicks are absolute savages in the sack, right? Because the reason why chicks like this get to this position is that they're hardcore feminists and control freaks.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
But if there was that one time where they're out at the bar at happy hour and have a couple extra shots of the Cuervo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guys, man, these chicks are demons, man. These are the chicks who like to be spit on and both hands around the neck. I'm telling you, man. Deacon says, do you speak Hindi? Dude, I'm Black American, bro. I'm not Hindi. Apparently, like the way that I spell AJ is a thing in India. But guys, the reason why I put A space J, there's like 4 or 5 channels where it's AJ, like AJAY.
AJ reacts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I had to make mine different. So I do capital A space JAY, right? So it's not a J, it's AJ. And then capital A, capital J, that's used too. So mine's the only one where it's AJ. People say a J, but enough people know that it's AJ. And then I also know that if you know me, if it's an email or a person that I know, whatever, they usually type AJ and not just J. You know what I'm saying? So
Aggressor sending nearly constant text messages to the teen, talking about everything from his grades to the sports he was playing. And eventually, Nutley...
Here's the craziest thing about India, guys. India has one of the most largest untapped pools of athletic talent in the world. But they don't have the infrastructure to actually find these killer athletes. There's this Indian style of grappling that's like wrestling. They actually think that like wrestling, a lot of martial arts originated in India thousands and thousands of years ago. But there's dudes in India in these villages and stuff that are just beasts, just
tree
total
climbers
beasts.
that climbing in bare feet and stuff.
Yeah, but like they're
too.
just super strong. Like any country where there's been a lot of like warfare back in the day, tribes beating each other up, or they still do a whole lot of manual labor, right? Guys, if they could tap the Indian market and send these kids to learn how to box, learn how to wrestle, even things like pole vaulting, they could actually be on the world stage. But I think the last Olympics was the first time that an Indian guy won a medal, and it was in the what's it called? I was gonna say spear chucking, no, but the javelin.
Hey, keep that baseball. Oh.
But yeah, guys, I actually read an article on it. Deacon, if you're Indian, dude, do some research on that, because there's a lot of Indians in India that are just complete, just like physically just beasts, man. You know what I mean? But they're just so spread out in India. And then, like I said, there's no government ran infrastructure like there is in China or in Russia, where they literally send government officials out to these villages and say, well, this kid's going to be a beast. Here, we're going to grab him and take him to the government center and have him train in one sport for the rest of his life. So
the student and started sending him explicit photos. Prosecutors say she sent at least 9 nude photos and text messages that said things like, what would be wild is that when the whole school is at mass, I gave you the best bleep of your life in my office.
You tell her she's a goddamn
Okay, so India is in the Olympics. They just don't win. India does field a lot of athletes in the Summer Olympics. They just don't win anything. And there was one guy Olympics. There was one guy. Yeah, there's only one. Oh, hold on. I was wrong. India has won. Oh, they're in the summer and the winter Olympics, but they've only won. They've won 10 gold. Whoa, I lied. 10 gold medals, 10 silver, and 21 bronze. But I was wrong. Hold on. For what, though? Oh, they were winning back in the early days. So 1920. Look at this. So they won a gold medal in 1928, 1932, 1936. Okay, here we go. In just general athletics, what? Badminton, they won 3 medals. Boxing, 3 bronze. Field hockey? Well, I guess that's close to cricket, right? Shooting's a big one, yeah. Tennis, okay. Weightlifting and wrestling. I thought so. I thought that I had seen an Indian wrestler win a silver medal once, and I was like, "Whoa, hold on, where's the wrestling? Weightlifting that was in the 2000s. Wrestling was in 2008. Yes, I remember this. Yeah. I remember him. And then 2012, there was another guy. He had silver. Guys, a medal in wrestling is no joke, dude. Is no joke. And then 2021, yeah, the men's javelin, he won the gold. I think that was the first gold in a long time that they had won. So yeah, guys, the athletic talent's there. They just, the infrastructure's not. So, but anyways, back to here.
Now, the sexual relationship reportedly took place between November and December of 2023 with Nutley and the student.
Oh, guys, we just hit 150 likes, guys. I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for that. Guys, I do not mind doing crazy topics like this. Once again, just as long as we keep our language coded and no swearing, guys, and we can do crazy stuff like this.
Reportedly having sex in her office at the learning center.
Yeah.
She said, "You can use the holy water in all my holes." Oh!
As well. Inquirer reported that by 2024.
And I have to look at them knowing that I failed them in the most serious way imaginable.
You don't care.
Instead of being viewed as their role model, I have caused harm and embarrassment. I will never stop feeling the weight of that and will spend every day to attempt to rebuild those relationships.
All right.
Everybody who's convicted of a sex crime, or most,
and not just saying,
convey some emotion, despite the fact that she was reading words off of a piece of paper. So I'm not completely offended by the fact that she read it.
All right.
Maximum sentence is 10 years. And I considered that. And no one addressed the consecutive findings and any of their materials. The state's not asking for consecutive, but I looked it up and I thought about it and I've considered it. But when I balance everything,
see, if it was a guy, they give him consecutive, meaning if it was 2 10-year sentences, he'd be doing them back to back. But with women, it's always concurrent, meaning that they do them at the same time. So you get 10 years from each, but then you only do 10 years. Ridiculous.
I do not think a 10-year prison term is the just term here. And you don't have to agree with me. But I just want you to know I did consider it seriously. And I did think about the officers, 18 months, because I thought that was an interesting number. And I appreciate today that you've adjusted that number. And I have looked at other cases. My staff looked up other cases. I think.
Get to the point. Even female judges talk too damn much.
The median average was, the median and the average was 3 years on cases like this. And I did consider probation. Ms. Nutley, I think, talked to lawyers who practice in this courthouse. I love probation. I have a 90% success rate. Every of the 90%
she's
of
kind of
people
crying now.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
put on probation in the last 4 years have not gone to prison. I
Please.
find that to be a success. But in this situation, I believe that the
Do you see tears, guys, at all? No.
proper sentence is 3 years in prison on count 1, 3 years on count 5 to be served at the same time, for an aggregate sentence of 3 years in prison.
Guys, what do you think?
Wow.
Cascader, no. If it comes out that you've done things to kids in men and women's prison, you're cooked. Now, guys, that's the only time I've seen like women be real violent. But guys, they make your life real hard. It might not be as hard as a male has it, but it's hard for women. Like they just don't walk around. But oftentimes they get their stuff stolen, they get threatened, they get beat up. Well, as beat up as a woman can get from in a woman's prison. So guys, they don't play games. You know what I'm saying? There's no easy time for a person who does this stuff. So guys, hit the like button, guys. Appreciate that.
The parole board must put you on a period of post-release control of 5 years after you get out of prison. And these sentences, and you are also subject to Tier 3 sex offender reporting restrictions, which I'll go over in just a moment.
Cooked.
All right. So Nutley, who had been out on a third.
Look at You guys didn't see the water and the water bottle shake every time this thing took a step over here.
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah. And she ain't wearing body armor too.
$30,000 bond was immediately taken into custody. And Serena, I got to say, I cover verdicts all the time. Sometimes you can't even get a read on a defendant. They're emotionless. On her eyes, her face, it almost told the whole story. She seemed to be shocked that the judge didn't agree with her, right? She probably thought she was being remorseful. The judge didn't seem to be that way. And also the idea of when she realized she's going to prison, probation wasn't on the table, like her eyes widened. That was such an interesting reaction. It seems to me she didn't think that she was going to spend time behind.
Cooked. But snowboarding, anything else on the topic before we switch gears here?
Yeah, these women aren't, you guys know the deal. They're just not held accountable to the same respect. But also, I want to see some mothers get mad about this.
It's not going to happen. I've only seen like one time where a mom was like holding up a sign. But other than that, people don't care because it's young boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's see. Look at this. The lack of public outcry regarding female teacher perpetrated abuse of young boys is widely recognized by experts as a systematic issue stemming from deeply ingrained gender stereotypes, societal biases, and the minimization of victims' experiences, meaning of men's experiences. Look at that, guys.
Yeah.
Insane. No one cares, guys. No one cares. The double standard seen when boys are victimized by women. Look at that. How the media's coverage of teacher-student essay differs when it's a man or woman. Look at this, guys. Unbelievable. All right, guys. Let's anyone that wants to call in, guys, hit the StreamYard link. Let's change things up here. And guys, thanks for you guys being here on a Monday. Hit the like button, guys. If you like the content, hit the super chat button, guys. Hit the join button, and let's do this.
That's the sound of the police.
Guys, we will look at the massage parlor, but guys, check this out first.
She's crashing Alta, crashing
Let's
go!
Oh my God.
Just stop.
Royal Oak officers
He bashes into the makeup store.
initiated a traffic stop after spotting a white SUV driving along active railroad tracks. Deputies pulled the vehicle over and approached the driver to investigate. As officers reached the SUV, they observed an open container of alcohol inside. While deputies were still conducting the stop, the driver suddenly accelerated and fled, triggering a pursuit through city streets. What happens next is not something officers or most drivers see every day.
From 7, that vehicle's taken off. It's going northbound Washington through the red light. Speeds of 56 and increasing. Still northbound Washington, just past University.
So she was blowing through stop signs.
Yeah.
Vehicle's braking for the red light. It's turning into the middle school right now. Vehicle's still traveling about 35 miles an hour. It's going through the stop signs. Westbound Farnham, 56 miles an hour. Still westbound Farnham. Went straight to the stop sign. Passenger door is open. Door is open. Still westbound Farnham through Lockwood. 54 miles an hour. Vehicle almost ran through a whole leaf pop. Still westbound Farnham, Maple Grove.
We're still going, guys.
Another stop sign.
Southbound Oak Ridge, she's at a dead end.
Look at that.
She cut through a cider right now, right in front of Alta Beauty.
Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It's time.
Crashed into Alta.
This shit got up today and said,
Yeah.
damn, look at
Hey,
that.
AJ, I
guys.
didn't know this store was a drive-through.
Was it what? What's
was
that?
a drive-through.
Oh!
Hey! Clean up on aisle whore.
There's a 2-for-1 sale in the skank aisle. Oh! Oh, man. She's still going.
What kind of car is this? Chevy Envoy?
A Chevy Traverse.
Chevy Traverse.
You guys know that this is Ulta. This is a pretty like decently expensive
That was
makeup
a
store.
ton of money probably in there. Hey, maybe the cops will give her ultimatum.
I'm surprised that she's not driving an Ultima. Oh,
yeah. Look at this.
Imagine being this poor minimum wage worker chick that gets up, pulls in to open the store.
Yeah,
you pull up half asleep, sipping your
latte,
your Starbucks, that birth control and Xanax is just kicking in, and you take a look and
and she's like, "Oh shit, you can't make up this." Oh.
how are we supposed to make this up? Oh. She calls her manager. No, seriously, I'm not making this up. Oh.
Kind of want to see her get away.
I'm putting my spikes in front of the door.
What is he doing?
Chill out, bro.
This is actually not really a dangerous situation right now.
Yeah, it is, because she's in a car and she's shown that she's willing to bash anything, so she could run people over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is a 4,400-pound weapon. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, it's dangerous, but I'm saying it's relatively contained. If they block her in there, I don't think she can get out, even if she wanted to.
She can bash.
I don't know, maybe
this door. So who knows?
Go. All the way up to the doors. All the way up to the doors. Right there, stop. Now get out. Get out.
Hey, get everybody behind me. Is anyone behind me?
Get back. You're good. That's Berkeley.
Don't worry, guys. The ponytail patrol is here.
Thank God.
You're good. Just watch that car on the left.
The ponytail patrol is going to start picking up makeup off the ground.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do inventory, guys.
Turn the car off. Passenger still in the vehicle?
No, inside the car.
Passenger in the
store.
Does the passenger inside the store?
Nug jumped out the car, and he's trying to get out the back door.
Where's he at?
Breaching tools.
Hey, Logan, grab the breaching tool out of the pickup truck. Let's get this door. She's gonna be stuck. Hold on, watch your spikes. Watch your spikes at your feet. All right, just watch it. Idiot, stop. No, she's stuck too.
She must be like high centered on a shelf or something.
Yeah, they're doing the passenger right now. Hold on. I just tried that. Hey, where's your asset? You don't have it? I thought you did. Man! I don't want to get all the way fucking in there. Here. I'll do the last, nigga.
Yeah, she's high centered on a shelf.
Yeah.
Pull out.
Just go.
Stop. Just stop.
She's on the wheel more and stuff.
Look at who's driving.
Well.
Because of course, it's Glocktavian.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Oh, I'm with you. Well, I don't want to go. I don't want to get stuck in there.
I don't understand why they're not going through the other door, the way that she drove in and walking that way.
Hey!
And of course, she's on her phone, right? Right, guys?
Back this up just a little bit, because you got to pull his door open. I don't want to be stuck in there. Just a little bit. Fuck. What the fuck? What the hell? All right, no, stop. Watch the spikes, guys. Just stop. Just chill. Just chill. Okay?
It's time!
Okay, stop.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, it wasn't my fault. He told me what to please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Don't go behind the car.
He told.
Okay. Chill. Just chill.
He told me not to do nothing.
Maybe she was on the phone with Jermaine.
You got it. Okay, walk her out. Watch those spikes. Move those spikes. There's the car.
B, what's up, dude? B.
You have some background noise, B, or something. I don't know if your mic's working properly.
B, you have background noise and an echo. Okay, we'll have to take you down until you get that figured out.
Police later confirmed there was also a male passenger inside the SUV at the time of the incident. He was taken into custody along with the woman. According to court records, the woman has been charged with 8 felony counts, including fleeing and eluding police. Second offense, operating while intoxicated.
Guys, you see this stupid tattoo? I was at two different tattoo conventions in a year, and the amount of women that I saw of black, white, whatever, getting this stupid tattoo, as it was absolutely absurd. Sad.
Assaulting and resisting officers, 2 counts of felonious assault, and multiple counts of malicious destruction of property.
Damn.
Cases like this show how quickly a suspected impaired driving stop can spiral into serious felony charges.
All right, guys, here we go.
That was a really good one.
As promised, guys, let's do this. Where is it? Hold on. They walk in on a massage parlor. And guys, put a 1 if you actually knew that. I think it was like
Snowboarder Joe, whatever.
58%, I believe, of people that are involved in this type of work with women, are women. So it's not just men that are pimping. A lot of these are chicks doing this.
Yeah,
these madams. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
they only blame us men. So.
On April 4th, 2024, detectives conducted an undercover investigation at a massage business after receiving multiple complaints.
That's true. Joe Dawa, facts. He says, guys, you beat stereotypes by doing the opposite. Facts. Guys, when we talk about nug and all these irresponsible black dudes, you know what I'm saying? We talk about this
Pull out game, mate. Pull out game, man. I just don't pull out, bitch. For you motherfuckers that want to know, I don't pull out. It ain't weak, motherfucker. I don't pull out.
That doesn't bother me because I am black and that does not apply to me. What am I doing to improve race relations in the United States, guys? I'm successful. I don't judge people based on race. I don't say white people bad or all this other stuff. I make sure to make friends and be positive wherever I go. That is the best way that you can deprogram negative stereotypes about your race, your religion. You know what I'm saying? Is just go around not being an asshole, So
From the public about its operations. An undercover detective posed as a customer to verify the allegations. And during the encounter, investigators say
Hey guys. Guys, question. Guys, I need everyone in this chat. All right, oh, here we go. Yes or no? Do you guys think that the cop had to actually get the happy ending? That's
Hey, you
part
gotta
of the
confirm that
investigation.
evidence. Yeah.
Do you guys think he did? He's like, hey, I had to get the full service to make sure.
Hey, the evidence is documented.
Oh! Guys, yes or no? Put a yes or no. Do you guys think that he got the rubby wubby?
Yeah. Yeah. And if he busted, he could just say it was premature. That's all.
I didn't mean to, officer. I mean,
Yeah.
Your Honor, I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I was taking it for the team. I swore an oath to uphold the Constitution. This is proof that I'll do anything to protect the public.
Hey, I'm just doing self-sacrifice here.
Oh!
Employee offered sexual services against the backdrop of the business having been previously cited for a prior violation.
Red Door says no. Red Door, you're such an optimist. Red Door, that's why you're one of my favorites. You're such an optimist. And Tim Hicks says she swallowed the evidence.
Oh my God. Oh man.
Oh no. Can you imagine that he's wearing a wire and all they hear is the music, and then you at the full service? Sure. And then it's quiet for like 10 minutes, and then oh no.
Turn around. Turn around. Don't run in there. Hands. Do not move.
He just won't listen.
Damn.
It's time.
And yes, Darkrise is correct. Darkrise is correct. Women DV men at a much higher rate than the other way around.
Running out the back.
Look, she's trying to run out the back door. Look.
Oh, yeah.
The other deputies trying to chase her.
Got her in custody.
Yeah, red dress.
It's so funny that because of Full Metal Jacket, we associate these with Vietnamese. A lot of these are Chinese owned, guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these are Chinese owned a massage parlor.
Yo, coming out with her. She's going to jail.
Go this way. Yeah, you're going to the jail. Go.
I'll take a close, okay?
No, we're going right here. No. We're going out.
You're going to jail. You're under arrest.
I want to take a close, okay?
No. Come on. This is how we go. This is how we go. It's not an option. Hold her.
Please tase her. I don't ask for much. You know what I mean? But it would be a good Monday, you know?
Bring the car up. Got her.
No, you stand.
You get photographed.
You don't worry about it.
They really got to get the
You're
one
arrested.
running
You
the
did not
operation.
think.
She's just a low level.
Say again?
They
Say
really
again?
got to get the one running the operation. She's just a kind of a low level pawn.
Yeah.
She's probably kicking up to the madam or whoever's running it. She's not making much money. It's gonna be some like old broad.
But you know, there's even cases where these are legit ones, but they'll hire on these girls, and like let's just say that there's a madam. She'll send these girls out to all these different ones, and they'll be working there.
They call that a subcontract whore.
Oh! A contract whore.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey, she went hogue. Oh!
We don't have her ID or nothing, right?
I know you speak English. Okay, so listen.
Yeah, see? Good. I'm so glad when cops do that. I know you speak English. Don't try and play dumb with me. I know you speak English.
Is there anything on you that we did not find?
Huh?
Is there anything on you that you shouldn't have on you that I can't search you?
Okay, 1 minute. Me English no good. You slowly, okay?
Oh, please. Come on, man. Do you guys honestly believe that? Do you guys honestly believe
The lie
that?
detector determined that was a lie.
Her English is a lot better than my Mandarin. That's for sure.
You got thin wrists. Is there anything on your body that you should not have?
No have anything.
You have nothing.
No, nothing.
In places where I can't search you as a male.
No.
Because
Nothing illegal.
Nothing illegal, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't know English no good. Okay.
I would have taken a happy ending from that broad, probably.
Prostitution. Same reason why we were here last time everybody went to jail.
Hold on.
Solicitation of prostitution. Same reason why we were here last time everybody went to jail. Okay?
What happened, please?
What happened there? She being a 304.
Come on.
She's prostituting herself. Sexual favors. Can't do that. Illegal. Same reason why we were here last time and we took everybody to jail. You guys are still doing it. She's going to jail. Do you have her ID card, license, or anything?
No.
For her.
For her?
Her ID or license.
She's not going to say anything.
Where is her purse or ID? There you go.
No, I asked her what's the charge?
We need her license or her ID card out of her purse that's by the telephone. Please get that for me. She's being arrested for solicitation of prostitution. I just use a translation app on so. It came over her text app. She's supposed to get it. ID.
I can't find that.
She said it's by her telephone. No, she's not. No, absolutely not. She's playing a game. It's by her phone.
你那个手机的那密码是
ID
多少？
by her phone.
啊？19837的。
Give her a head, guys.
No,
Why
her
are you
ID
playing with
here.
her? I mean, look, either you're going to give me her ID or your ass is going to jail too.
It's on a picture on her phone, so.
Yeah. So you might even use hand sanitizer. You touch anything of that place, you know?
I can't see. Our last name is going to be Gal George Adam Ocean. First name of Young Lincoln.
The investigation concluded with Yuling Gao being taken to jail and facing 3 charges: operating a massage establishment without a license, resisting an officer without violence, and aiding/abetting/soliciting, first offense, as listed in the arrest record. Total bond was set at $1,150.
For that, guys. But all right, you guys. I'll shut this bad boy down. Guys, we will be live at 5 p.m. as usual tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Guys, for those of you guys who are new, I go live Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Sundays at 9. You know what I'm saying? And let's see. Let's see if I can raid you guys over to anyone's channel real fast. Let's see here. I don't think that anyone that I know is live right now. Let me see. I don't think so. But cool. Well, all right, you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. And I'm out of here. Bye, guys. Take it easy.
See ya.